It is post time here on Photo Finish Live. Major race. And the way they go here in the Pinnacle Championship. And it's King Roger from in between horses who shoots out to lead along with Maccabi Lefty. And it's Molly Quirk also up there with the top trio. And it's FOMO again down at the rail. Back up the third, fifth place, that's Nero. And it's Franck in sixth here with about 5 to make up from the early leader. As they head to the opening turn, quarter in the books, 23 and change. We're heading 5 furlongs, left turning on the dirt, blinking it's over. And
What's up, my homies and fellow horse racing fans? It's time for Saturday night at the races with me and the man with the mouth, Mo Knowz. What's up, Mo? You ready to go?
Yo, what up, chat? Everybody know what day it is?
It's Foes Day. Bring out the Foes gift. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds before the third time Derby begins. This season's Derby race. We're gonna check out the runners real quick. We started early so we could watch it live and let Mo call it. I see Poconos in the chat. I hear Poconos won like the last 2 derbies. They're gonna see if he can go for 3 in a row. Shout out to the true stoners here. Dennis O'Connor, Big A's in the house. Let's check out which horses are in this race that starts in 1 minute, y'all. All right, this is the big one. This is the third time Derby. It's a grade 1 race, 10 furlongs. We got Papa Smurf from Soulmate Stables, Pookie from Mario Jane, She Likes It Rough from Soulmate Stables, Gisela from Big Brain Stables, Mr. Dixie from D Stables, Fresh Fries from Soulmate Stables, Costa Brown from Pocono. We got D MVP from D Stables, that's Xerxes from Balthazar Mangers, Fortuna from Golden Stables, Rombauer, which I hear might be the favorite for this race, from Pocono as well. We got DAOU Pessimist from Pocono, Duppy Liberty from La Playa, Caddyshack Boom from Valley Happy, Trick or Treat from Soulmate Stables, Mad Ramsey from OEB. We got Strange Brew from Strange Stables, Going Gone from Soulmate Stables, Getting Closer from Soulmate Stables, and Papillion from Pocono. Good luck, you guys. If you're in this race, it's Derby time.
all right, race fans. It's that time of the week. It's major race time, third time Derby here on Saturday night at the races. Full house everywhere you look, and they're off here in the third time Derby. And from the get-go, it's Fortuna who shoots out to the lead along with Fresh Fries down in between horses. And comes Pookie who runs along with Costa Brown. And it's Mad Ramsey in fifth, runs alongside Papillon out of the 20 hole here. Yes, we have 20 horses, ladies and gentlemen, as they make their way into the clubhouse turn in this 10 furlong left turning affair on the turf. And it's still Pookie now who shows the way by half a length over Fortuna, who's in between horses here on the outside of the track, along with DMVP at 20 to 1. And these top 3 now take them past the wire for the first time. Everybody wave to Pookie, your leader. And it's Pookie now who continues to show the way over DMVP and Fortuna. And now further on the outside, advancing from the back of the pack, that's the crowd favorite Ron Bauer, points leaderboard, running into the race, who runs alongside Costa Brown, who runs along in fifth, make it fourth. And in sixth, with about 7 lengths to make up, that's Mad Ramsey here as they ran the half in 52 and change. And they come down the backstretch one more time. And it's Pookie now who starts to kick clear by 3. Not to be outdone, it's Fortuna who runs alongside here, center of the track. And it's Mad Ramsey now advances up in the third, and Costa Brown in fourth. New runner here on the leaderboard, that's Trick or Treat with a sweet move from the back of the pack and runs up along here in the third as they ran 3/4 in the books, 112. As we get ready to head down to the home stretch, it's Pookie is still showing strong here, but he has a new challenger on the far outside. That's Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat looking to get going here along with Papillon as they hit the top of the stretch and head for home. It's Pookie by 2, and we got a weird camera change, but it's Papillon now with the lead. Papillon is your leader. It doesn't look like it, but he is, and it's Papillon in front of getting closer. Then it's Rombauer with one final surge, but it's going to be Papillon and getting closer to the wire. It's Papillon. Papillon is your 3rd time Derby winner.
Congratulations to Pocono and GVT Racing. He's in the chat. That's a chat winner. We got our first chat winner on the Derby, the first race of Saturday night at the races. And that was a good one, too. A nice finish by the 2 outside horses. I like seeing them running from the outside like that. Soulmate was very close, but getting closer than Rombauer. Another Pocono horse ended up taking 3rd. And I noticed in the races that there was also a USDC race that just happened before we went live as well. That was one of those races that they paid $1 to enter. Maybe we can find it. And then the person...
Oh, they doing them at different times now too? That's cool.
Yeah, I just saw
We should do some while we're streaming. That'd be smart.
Yeah, right here, the USDC Classic. It's a grade 1 race, $40 purse. Let's see how much, $5 to enter. $40 purse, and Calo from Golden Stables got the win there, won $18.72. And look, even 4th place gets paid out here. Unicorn Eagle won $2 for 4th place, $9 for 2nd from Barbarian. So we're getting those real money races for the first time. People are super pumped about that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see we got Meta Lemon in the house. He's trying to learn more about the platform. Hopefully he gets into it. Today is Foes Day. We're going to explain what that is because it's a very exciting day. We got Dane K in the chat. Dane K actually got a win yesterday. I didn't realize how rare and amazing it was to see Dane K with a win. Congratulations to Dane K. Jenny Wynn's in the chat. We got Alejandro here as well. Good luck with your guys' Foes. Foes Day is Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when the season change is over. So if you have a horse that you just gave birth to that has to wait for 2 seasons before it can race, that's 2 weeks to NK. And then so today would be one of those weeks. They would be able to race if you waited 2 weeks. So I have one horse that's an S plus that should be able to race, and I got 3 horses that are pregnant. They will give birth today. Now I can see already that I don't have any new S pluses. So unfortunately, none of my horses that gave birth to S plus horses. This is the one that I bred my best horse, my best mare, with a Soulmate Stables horse, and it came out of S tier horse. It came out of coat. But it got 3 stars on the right, 3 stars on dirt, and 2.5 on firm. So I'm kind of pumped about that. Maybe it's going to end up being a good horse for me. And we did a deal where we're going to breed them 2 horses together again. And wherever that second horse comes out, Soulmate Stables, we get to keep that horse. Horses give birth in the game. Oh, yeah, Meta Lemon. I had 3 horses that were pregnant. They just all gave birth. And since this is a Foes Day, that's why they call it Foes Day, at 7 p.m., that's when they all give birth. So now I can impregnate all my foals, or all my mares again. And I'll have to wait 2 weeks. This is one of my new ones here. Fast Breaks Foe just was born, so you got to wait 2 seasons. Let's go ahead and put Hot Sauce in. Hot Sauce is one that was born 2 weeks ago. Today, as of 4 minutes ago, he is now available to race for the first time. One of my S Plus horses. Never raced him before. So that's another fun thing we get to do on Foes Day. It's going to be tough for me to find a race to get in. I don't know, maybe not, because they have a lot of juvenile races these days. Let's see if I can find a firm race to put him in. That is going to go off tonight. Ugh, not looking good. Sometimes you can, did not mean to do that. Oh, I was going to switch it to, I guess it already shows firm and soft. Never mind then, that doesn't help. So yeah, I don't even have anything I can really put him in. Not during the stream anyway. Unless I want to run him something that's not on his preferences. What's up, BD Hinders in the house? Yeah, we did have some great guests last night. If you guys didn't see it, you can go back and watch the replay. We had Ian, the founder and CEO, and we had one of the Wells, one of the PFL Wells, that's what I call him. David was on the stream as well. What's up, Antonio Silva's in the house? Let's see how much time we got before the next race. Let's see what's going on. We got 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Mo, you got any horses giving birth today?
Yeah, a few. It's typical AA minus stuff.
AA minus stuff. Mo plays a little different. He plays with his horses that he actually owns the NFTs, the tickets for, on the Solana blockchain, and then does experimentation through breeding so that he knows what he wants to do whenever the game goes live, and he has to start breeding his actual horses that he'll own.
Yeah, but it's also a good wake-up call that I am severely outclassed.
Yeah, well, you can run them in those handicaps. So this is one of those handicap races here. You can see how some of these horses carry a little extra weight that slows them down. That's how horses that are like...
Not really, because these handicaps, I'm still running against horses that people will not have access to when this game is live.
That is
Right
true.
now, everybody can breed with all the top super horses, right? Because it's monopoly money. So even these A minuses and A's that are coming out from these super horses, I won't be going up against them when the game is live. You know what I'm saying? I'll
Right.
be going up against actual A's and A minuses, not with some super breed that just happen to be like a bad lower level. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a way different world for me, which is why like I put my horses in races now, and it is what it is. Like I don't really do well. I don't think I've won a race in freaking weeks at this point.
We saw you in one the other day with your S tier horse. It's been a while though.
That's what I'm saying. That's somebody was like, "Oh, let's see you actually get a win from
Yeah,
time to
there you
time." I was like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right."
It's
So I
tough
took the
coming
horse
up from the
and
bottom, man. I know, 100%. With the two horses that I actually own the tickets for on the Solana blockchain are also, I think, I want to say A plus. So I still got a long way to go too. Whenever the game goes live again, or goes live for the first time. No, actually, A minus. Swamp Thing is one of the ones I own, and the other one's a filly that I haven't cashed in the ticket for. Oh, we got the Honeycrisp handicap coming up next, and we got this horse Whopper. Whopper is in this one, and I've been seeing the Photo Finish Live Twitter account tweet about this horse. I guess they're saying it's the best A plus horse in the game right now. Let's see what BD Hinder says. I attended the MVP event last week, and you got more alpha last night from Ian. Oh, nice. Exciting project, but told them to come Friday and Saturday night to see the community over here as they discussed GGST. Can you translate GGST, Mo?
get good, sucker.
No. Dan K says getting tough to put your horses in races from 7 to 9. I know. Especially when all your horses are the same preferences like mine. It's really tough. I was only able to get one of my horses, Eka Mouse, into the preferences that it prefers, and it's a 12 furlong race, which is not the distance she prefers. Shout out to Jeff in the house, says I got a horse racing during the stream. Let's go. Meta Lemon says our S plus horse is expensive. Well, we are in the beta version, so I mean you could technically snipe one off the market for cheap, and this is all free money. But if you're talking about a real S plus tier horse that's on the Solana blockchain that you have a ticket for, Mo, what are we talking about? How much would that cost?
For an S tier ticket?
S plus.
I don't think there is an S plus ticket.
Oh yeah, that's like so expensive that it don't even exist. Now, what about
Right? Well, maybe there's two. Maybe there's two. I might be mistaken on that. But I mean, yeah, even for like an S minus minimum, you're probably looking at like 50 Solana
50
minimum.
Solana.
There was one that was 38. Someone put up like a few weeks ago, like maybe like a month ago at this point. Man, I could have flipped the funds to get it real quick, and that was back when Solana was like what $9.
Yep.
But yeah, now it's probably still around 50 Solana for like an S minus rather.
Yeah, because those
Race
are
time.
important. Those are big. All right, good luck, guys, if you're in this race.
All right. Grab some milk. It's Honeycrisp handicap time. And they're off. As White Heat got the better of it here from in between horses and heads out to lead in front of Gin Runnababs. And it's Whopper, who we hear all about on Twitter all week long. Yada, yada, yada. But he's in fourth early on, along with Smoking Chiba in third. And back in fifth, that's Lester in the White Silks and Bold Sauna at a Revere Ranch running along in sixth here early on as they make their way on the backstretch, opening quarter in 23 and change. They're heading 6 furlongs on the left turf track, and it's Gin Runnababs who's got the better of it so far as he continues to show the way here. Now opens up by 3 lengths over White Heat. Now Whopper starts to advance and picks off horses in between, up into second. Why is my phone going off? I have this thing muted, but it's Gin Runnababs who continues to move as they head for home, shaking them up. It's Gin Runnababs now by 3. Straight pin from down the center of the track with looking for room is Whopper as well, and it's Wax from the far outside. Now it's Wax rather from the inside rail. I was wrong, but Whopper, he might be what the community wanted, and yes, it's going to be Whopper with the extra 3 pounds bringing it home over Wax and White Heat.
Whopper does not disappoint. Shout out to Zero to G1 Stables. Gets the win over Wax
Wow.
from New York Digital. Yeah, that Whopper horse, he's a Whopper. He's a good one. 10K says you have to sell a few and buy off the market vault. You'll have to sell a few and buy off the market to diversify my horses. I don't know if I want to. I'm kind of attached to my horses. I don't like selling them. I pretty much give the horses that I want away. Well, shout out to VV Darkling's in the chat. What's up, Darkling? Let me know if you're in the races tonight. Next race looks like it's I don't know. Hold on. Let me make sure. It looks like it might be 15 minutes away, but sometimes it doesn't show all the races. Yeah, we got 15 minutes. We got plenty of time to check out our horses, our foes. We could do some betting. The Rose Rock Handicap is coming up, I think, next. Yep, that's the next race, and I'm in that one. So let's see which one of my horses is in it and see if we want to bet on this one. I got Awkward Eye Contact in this one. There's another S Plus down here, Big Brain Stables. But like I said, I might be running in some of my horses in not the perfect conditions. Right Dirt Firm is what my horse prefers. And we're on a sloppy track, so that's not going to be great. Might not want to bet on my horse. We might bet against my horse, but we'll definitely put a bet on this race. We got an A-tier horse with some nice soft preferences and an A-, but I don't think they can compete with the S and the S pluses, even though both of us like the firm track. Now, check this out. I'm carrying 9 pounds, and the S plus is carrying 11 pounds. Yikes. So now we got to make a tough decision here. We're going to go with the S carrying 9, the S plus carrying 11, or we're going to go with one of those A or A plus tier horses that prefer soft tracks. Let's see. A carrying 1 pound. Oh, that's 2. He likes the firm, sorry. Or she likes the firm. Muddy Blanket carrying 2 pounds. Does like the soft A tier horse. This is going to be a tough one to pick. Mo, you got any opinion on this one?
You're trying to go different from the last breed, or?
I am trying to pick a horse to bet on this one. We got 4 minutes. We have plenty of time.
Oh, you're in the breeding. Sorry. Yeah, I was looking at my text real quick. So.
Well, no, usually I just pick on myself, but this one is a hard one to call because we got a sloppy track. We got an S tier horse that likes firm. We got an S plus horse that likes firm. Then we got a couple of A horses that like soft, but also they're carrying some weight. My horse has 9 pounds. Maritera Vera has 11 pounds. And Potato Foal has 4 pounds. It's an A plus, and it has 1 star in the soft. That might be the one to pick. What do you think, Mo?
I mean, I'd probably go with Neona. It's just the best horse out there.
I didn't even have to say anything. That's one of Mo's horses, of course.
No, I would definitely not bet on that horse.
Firm. Only carrying 1 pound. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, well, it's tough, man. I do like Awkward Eye Contact.
Nice. Are you talking about my horse or just in general?
Your horse.
Oh, I thought maybe you just liked Awkward Eye Contact. VV Darklink is in the house just enjoying the stream. Thank you for hanging out with us. Base Lab's in the house. What's up, Base Lab? I can see that somebody bet on the A- horse. It is a soft horse, a horse that prefers soft, but it's only an A-. Is it going to have the power to go against S's and S pluses? I'm going to go with my horse. I'm going to go with Awkward Eye Contact. I, like Mo, also enjoy a little awkward eye contact now and then. That's my bet, and I'm sticking with it. How'd your horses come out? Anything unexpected?
No, A- typically looks like they're lower grade than the previous ones. I try to breed like each one 2 or 3 times.
Oh, right.
So it looks like this was like the second that I did on one batch and third on the other, and yeah, they're both worse. So
nice. 10K said, did they say when betting is going live? I missed if they said anything last night. Does that mean like real money betting, I guess?
That's probably what they're asking, yeah. And that's probably gonna be the last thing that actually goes live, because I mean, there's a lot when we heard it last night, right? There's a lot more hurdles to go through and stuff like that. So
yep, I believe that. What's up, Space Ben? So that's my bet on the A-. Oh, I don't know, Ben. A-. I don't know if the A-, even though it likes soft turf, is going to be able to run against the S plus. Shout out to Jay Money in the house. I want to see an A- beat an S plus one time. That'll be wild. All right, so I did breed this fast break horse. I've been breeding this horse because it's got the full 3 stars on the preferences. Last time I got the Colt, which I haven't been able to race yet, but what I really wanted was the filly, so I can keep upgrading those 3 stars. And I lost a half a star on turf and firm here, but I did push it up to an A+. So now I'll be able to, I'll probably go ahead and retire this horse as soon as it becomes of age, so that I can start breeding it and try to move that up to an S- or an S with all the stars. You need those stars, but you also need you need that tier to be up too, your S pluses, your S's.
it's street colonial times around here, chat. This man's making these little youngins put out some babies.
Hey, you gotta
Man.
reproduce. Jeff says, what's the difference between a coat and a filly? Coats are males and fillies are females. So the coats, whenever they become of age, after, I guess in this game, whenever you retire them, that's when they become stallions, and you can put them on the stud farm. You can put them up to be bred. So like I have with this horse, I can remove this stud listing just to show you. This is a horse that's retired. It's a male horse, so it was a coat, now it's a stallion. And I can't race it anymore. So what I can do is put it out to stud, and if anybody wants to breed their female horse with my horse, they can do that. I'll get the money, the $5,000 that I just put as the fee for that, and then they'll get to keep the foal. So now if you have the filly, whenever the filly gets retired, it turns into the mare, like this right here, and then you have a horse that you can breed. So whenever you breed your mares, you go into that stud farm and you try to match up one of these stallions to breed your mare with that has the same preferences, of course, and that isn't too expensive unless you got a lot of money, and then you get to keep the foal. And that's why fillies and mares are so expensive, because that's what you need to build up your stable and get new horses. The stud mechanics are cool. Yes, absolutely, Meta Lemon.
Dane K. I don't know if that's an actual joke, but it's funny. Made me laugh.
Coats are
Colts are a football team and Phillies are a baseball team. That's hilarious.
That is
I don't know
true.
if you stole that joke from somebody, Dane K, but if you didn't, that's well done.
That's a true statement. All right, we got a couple more races that we're able to bet on since we got a few minutes before this next one goes off. Let's get our clock pulled up here. Let's put in some more bets, because we're trying to get more bets going during the streams, especially because if nobody else bets, then you can't win any money even if you win your bet. So let's try to get some more bets going. Let's
Yeah, what else could we do, chat, to get betting incentivized here besides coming to your house and beating you to a pulp?
Is that an
What could
option?
we do? Yeah, I mean, it could be an option. I know people, but
Liz in
I mean,
New
what
York,
could we do? Do we have to give away some NFTs? Do we gotta,
You can do that.
Vault's got to do a dance? I mean, I could dance, but you wouldn't see it. Vault's got to get up to the Macarena.
That's
Tell
not-
us what you want.
It's not happening. I can do the hokey pokey. I'm old. Let's check out this horse. Let's check out this horse race and pick a winner for the Deep South Maiden. J Money wants a dance off. I mean, I'm dancing against an animated skeleton. It's not really fair. He could do flips, anything. He's not actually doing anything. Jeff says, need more money. I just bet 20K. That's big time bets. That's why I usually bet like 500, maybe 1,000. I don't want to lose all my money.
Well, that's something we should think about, right? We should try to do some. Right now, if one derby is going to equal $1, we should try to do some sort of like realistic betting competition, right? Like, don't go betting 20K like Jeff, right? Let's do something where we're all betting like 1,000, win play show across the board. So maybe 3,000 max per bet, Even though I don't know about you guys, but in real life, I'm betting like $2 to $3, $4 a race max. I don't bet more than $5 a race, honestly, ever. So maybe some of you guys out there play with different funds, but I think we should do some like realistic betting event. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be hard to keep track of people's bets, in the chat or anything. If you want, we can get a text sheet pulled up and start keeping track of bets and see who can
No,
win
they
the
need to
most.
keep track of it. They just screenshot it and put it in Discord.
There you go.
Or something,
There you go. Screenshot it, put it in the Discord. We have a photo finish channel in my Discord server, so that would work well. We need to get our bets in. You guys get your bets in. Let's do some betting tonight. Let's do some practicing. And then maybe next weekend we'll have a whole betting competition where we're going to take it seriously. We're going to screenshot, and somebody's going to get a good prize, a good NFT prize. Base says Mo is cheap. That is kind of cheap.
I'm not cheap. I'm broke. There's a difference.
I bet about 18 to $20 per race, but I go I pick 3 horses for a $2 exacta box, and then use the same 3 horses in like a $1 trifecta box as well. And it usually comes out to about 18, 16 or 20, something like that. All right, let's get it.
50-cent triple box is $3. You just box a triple for $3. And if you throw in like bombs in there, like 20 to 1s, 25 to 1s, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Then,
I know.
You
You can hit one. Denzel Caller says 1 USD equals 1,000 Derby. I wonder
That's
if
not what they were saying last night, but
I remember that. Jeff says I bet 10,000 on each horse except one for multiple games, and a few times the only horse I didn't bet on won. What? Did you not bet on the favorite? How's that happen? That's pretty unlucky, Jeff. Poconos in the house. Congratulations to Poconos. Says great call. Absolutely it was. And congratulations on winning the Derby race. I got him excited to see what the conditions are going to be for next week's Derby series, because if they're the conditions that my horses like, maybe I can actually get myself into a Derby for once. I'm trying to get into that Derby race. All right, we got 5 minutes before the next race, and we got 22 minutes to pick a winner to bet on in this Deep South Maiden. It's a 10 furlong race. It's left, dirt, and sloppy are the preferences. So we're looking for left, dirt, soft horses, which we have with Lefty Lachigo. Shout out to Jacob Cook. And Riggy Mortis is in this one. Shout out to Dennis O'Connor. Let's see. These are firm horses, firm horses. Top Tap Taparoo is looking pretty strong here. An S-tier horse that does like the soft tracks. That might be our winner right there. We got Belize Boom here. It's got a lot of stars. It's only an A-tier horse. A lot of stars and likes the soft track. We got Snow on the Moon, has half a star on soft. Midnight is a firm horse. Creation is a star and a half on soft. My horse is one of my new horses. Firm, probably not going to win. Double Vault. I kind of like that one. I don't know why. It's got the Vault name in it. Maybe that's what I like about it. And then Alejandro's got a horse in this one. Jeepers Creepers. We're going with the Vault. Well, I can't. Somebody else already bet on the Vault. Well, there's some other bets out here. All right, we'll go 500 across the board on Double Vault. Am I still holding Oswald, says J Money? No, I'm not holding Oswald. And yeah, it's going up, but who cares? I still don't want it. I don't even know what the
Great
thing
pickups.
is.
Great pickups. Y'all nuts, man.
Y'all can
Y'all
buy
crazy.
those all you want. I don't even know what an
You guys are
Oswald or
crazy.
Lucky Rabbit is.
Give me them Oswalds at $24, $27 all day, baby. I'll take them.
Are you buying them? You been buying a bunch of them?
Yeah, I don't. That's stupid, man.
What's stupid? I don't understand. What are you saying?
It's stupid the fact that the animated one is cheaper than the other ones. I get it. Yeah, okay, it is like less than 1,000. The other ones are so stupid looking. But I'm saying, man, even at that mint size, whatever. This whole thing takes off the way that all these moon boys and most people probably in this chat think about it. Y'all are crazy for not picking that up. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. You heard it from Mo, and Mo knows. That's why they call him Mo knows. Jeff says, I bet 10K on 2 of the 4 horses, and they were both the favorites. Both of them got injured during the race. It kind of seemed fishy. That kind of seems fishy to me. Wow, Mo. Think about it for a second. Crypto McPoopy Pants in the house. What's up, Crypto McPoopy Pants? Froey Comey's in the house. What's up, Froey Comey? Tuning in to hear Mo's great race calling. Absolutely. And he's going to be calling a race here in about 3.5 minutes. What do you think? Jeff says he bet 10K on each horse except for one in multiple races. And on both of those races, the one horse he didn't bet on won. And also, he bet 10K on 2 of the 4 horses. And both the horses he bet on were the favorites. And then both of the horses he bet on got injured during the race.
I blame Fib. Anytime a horse gets injured, just message Fib and yell at him. Tell him to stop sniping your horses from the stands. Thank you.
I mean, if you're a conspiracy theorist, I would put on a tinfoil hat, and I don't know, man. That would be, I know how you feel. It's just little voodoo, says Dan K. We got a little voodoo on the track. I don't know what's going on with that. That's actually kind of crazy. I'm not sure why that happened. All right. Let's check out the horses that are in this Rose Rock handicap. This is the one we bet on earlier. I don't know, 2.5 minutes. We might have time to go put another bet in real quick. I can go through these horses pretty quick, so no big deal. Let's try to get in a bet for the bigger.
That's what she said. Oh.
We got 1 minute and 10 seconds to pick a horse here. It's a yielding track, which I kind of think seems to favor horses that like soft tracks. And in this case, there's only one. That's the McWacky Racer. Shout out to Crypto McPoopy Pants. Oh, McWacky Racers. Against those S-tier horses. I don't know. I kind of like Hits from the Bong. I like the name of it. It's True Stoner's horse. It's only got 1 star on firm, so it won't be affected as much by the track. And according to Mo, yielding means it doesn't help anybody. So I guess we're going to go with Hits from the Bong. He's the S-tier. He doesn't have a lot of stars in the preferences. Might run out of time, though. All right, let's do Hits from the Bong real quick. We got 40 seconds to get our bets in. I'm going 500 across the board. That means win, place, or show. For the man True Stoners, Hits from the Bong. That's a good song too. You ever heard that song, Mo? No?
Have I ever heard the song Hits from the Bong? Just think about that question for a minute. just think about it. Mo, have you ever heard about the song Up in Smoke? You ever heard the
Sorry.
And I Got High from...
That's a good one.
Of course I've heard this. I love that song.
I watched like a documentary about that the other day, like a really short documentary on YouTube, but it was pretty interesting about how he just came out of nowhere with that song. And then it was blowing up, and he was blowing up, and then 9/11 happened, and then everything just stopped. Nobody played his song anymore after that, is what he said. In case it don't pick my garbage horse. J Money got the smoke emojis in the house. Jeff has 20K on this race. Let's see what the betting pool looks like. Dang, Jeff put 10K on number 5 and 10K on number 6. Ooh, that's my horse. That's a lot of pressure for awkward eye contact. He's a youngin'. I don't know if he can take that pressure. We'll see if he can pull it off for you. Or maybe Zayanya will end up coming in with the win. Who did we bet on? I forgot. Let's go check. We bet on awkward eye contact. All right. We got our money on my horse. Even though it's carrying 9 pounds of weight. Maritera Vera over here is 11 pounds. We got Cosmo 1 from Grape Syndicate. Potato Foe from Omi Stables. I want to know who runs Omi Stables. Neona from Moe's Stable. Bigfoot Stables. Muddy Blanket from The Barn. Awkward Eye Contact is Ma. Donkey Zayanya is Golden Stables. Montour I See You from Original Gangster. And Maritera Vera from Big Brain Stables. Y'all, it's time for the Rose Rock Handicap on a very sloppy track. Good luck if you're in it.
Did I get rugged?
Okay, now I'm good. I need to refresh. Alrighty. Technical difficulties. For those of you watching Three's Company, we now join this race in progress. And away they go here in the Rose Rock Handicap. From the inside, there goes Ziana, along with Neona. Run along 1-2. Then it's Cosmo 1 down at the rail. Runs along front of Muddy Blanket. Carrying an extra 2 pounds here at 100-1. And in 5th, that's the Vault Legend Awkward Eye Contact. And the Original Gangster runner in the Orange Silks in 6th here early on as they make their way into the clubhouse turn in this 9 furlong right turning affair on the dirt. Opening quarter in 25 and change, and it's now Muddy Blanket who has taken the lead over Cosmo 1, and just like that, Cosmo 1 has taken it back as Cosmo 1 now leads by half a length as they head their way into the backstretch here. It's Cosmo 1 over Muddy Blanket. Then it's Ziana now who runs along on the outside of Awkward Eye Contact in 4th. And it's Potato Fold down at the rail with a ground-saving trip. In 6th, that's Neona, who's now starting to fade here to the back of the pack. That's a Bigfoot barn runner, so nobody's surprised. But everybody's looking here to the front runner, and that's Muddy Blanket. Muddy Blanket now with a 4-length lead as Ziana starts to tick up another gear. As we make our way into the far turn, it's Muddy Blanket and Ziana now the new challenger on the outside. Break of 2, that's Cosmo 1 down at the rail with Potato Foal. These two were tighter than 2 ticks on a dog's tail, but they're heading to the home stretch, and it's still Muddy Blanket. Muddy Blanket is looking to take this track wire to wire, but it's Muddy Blanket now at the top of the stretch. Potato Fold down at the rail now comes off to look for room. Cosmo 1 down deep also with action, but it's Ziana now in the center of the track, and Ziana now is digging in and gaining with every stride. Muddy Blanket needs to hold on, but it's going to be Ziana to the wire, and it's going to be Muddy Blanket. Cover me with Muddy Blankets as it's going to be 4-6-1 order finish.
There it is, folks. Photo finish here on Photo Finish Live. That was a close one. And the Muddy Horse from the Barn, another new stable I haven't seen before. Muddy Blanket gets the win, the Barn. And I don't know, Awkward Eye Contact did not have anybody next to him. So he didn't have any awkward eye contact to make, and he needs that. That's what pumps him up. That's why I called him that. No awkward eye contact, no kick. All right, we might go back and check out a little bit of post-race analysis, see which horse won, and see why. See if we can figure out why anyway. Yeah, that was a very close race. Let's go into the race history. Let's check out those 2 horses that were at the finish and see what their preferences were. I don't think that's right.
I'm also trying to visualize myself wrapped in a muddy blanket, and I don't even know why I thought of that, but it seemed like it would maybe be beneficial, maybe good for your skin.
Good for your skin? Yeah, I can see that. They do the mud wraps and stuff.
Yeah, nice muddy blanket. You know what I'm saying? Wrap up the baby like a papoose.
The official stats will pop up here in a second, but yeah, Muddy Blanket was the horse. Even though it was an A-tier horse, it had 2.5 stars on a soft track, and this was a muddy track. A sloppy track. Sloppy is like the softest track because, so I think it affects, you know, that rating the most. Let's see which horse got second. Which horse got second? Do you remember? Muddy Blanket and was it Cosmo 1? Ziana? It was Zianya.
Ziana, yeah, the 6
Zianya.
horse, I think. Yeah.
So it was an S minus horse. It was a firm horse. So, oh, it was carrying 6 pounds too. I'm surprised this horse took second. Honestly, it was a really, really close second too. Almost won the race. Interesting, because Cosmo won, had 2.5 stars, but he was the A minus horse. And yeah, I guess because it was this weight here, because Awkward Eye Contact was a firm horse too, so was Meritera Vera, but they were carrying a lot more weight. That 6 pounds allowed the Yanya to have a chance there to win it. Pro Week Homie is talking about picking up a muddy blanket, maybe, if he can find one, apparently. Let's see, the next race coming up is the bigger maiden. We did put a bet on this one. Let's check out. So hits from the bong. That's the one with hits from the bong on it. It starts in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. We're going to be checking that race out. We'll be doing a couple more bets while we can. I saw there was a few races available to bet on. And I'm going to be picking out horses to breed my mares with again while I can. Let's see. Betting is open on the Picos handicap. That's a 4 furlong sprint. A handicap, I'm not in that one. But I see a couple homies in the chat are in this one. True Stoners in it. I see Dogs of Anarchy. Let's check it out. We got a 4 furlong left turf, left dirt, and the track is good. So we're looking for firm horses. So we're looking for left dirt firm horses. Let's see if all the horses in this race are left dirt firm. Looks like every horse in this race is indeed left dirt firm, but it's a handicap, so some of them are carrying some weight. We got Blunt Wrap from True Stoner in here, but he's carrying 5 pounds. We got Marino from Golden Stables, but carrying 5 pounds, has no stars on firm. Let's see. Another S minus carrying 5 pounds. So let's check out these A pluses. This one's only carrying 2 pounds. Port Arlington, only carrying 2 pounds. That might be interesting. We got Sir Patrick Tucci, has full stars, 3 stars on all the preferences, only carrying 1 pound. I kind of like La Playa Farms there with the Sir Patrick Tucci. Trading War Stories, only carrying 2 pounds. Pretty good looking stars on the preferences here. Let me see. Mo, you got a pick on this one?
Nah, I was too busy naming my new horse.
What'd you name it?
It had to be Glue.
It had to be Glue.
It had to be Glue.
Oh, he had a song for it and everything. This horse has
It
its
had to
own
be Glue.
hype music whenever it comes to the track. I'm going with Tucci. We're going with Sir Patrick Tucci. He's only carrying 1 pound. He's got full stars. It's only an A-tier horse, but maybe those preferences will pay off. I like the horses that have full preferences, full stars on all 3 of them. Those are usually some pretty strong horses. So I'm going with Tucci. Sir Patrick Tucci sounds like a gentleman. We're going to go 500 across the board on this gentle horse. Sir.
You say his name's Sir Patrick Two Cheeks?
No. Tucci. Tucci.
Oh, there's Two
like,
Cheeks.
It's
I
like
was like, that'll be fun to call.
It's like an Italian name. It sounds like my
I had
cousin Vinny Tucci.
Science teacher. No, science? No, that's the Italian teacher, Mr. Tucci.
There you go. Told you. That's a pretty Italian sounding name. We got 1 minute and 43 seconds before the next race goes off. And that is the bigger maiden. Let's get it pulled up. Let's get it set up. Let's get ready to go. Daniel Marquez is in the chat. What's up, Mr. Marquez? Happy Saturday. Appreciate you coming by and hitting that like button for us.
Little Tucci.
Little Tucci.
Some kind of Italian rapper.
Is he an Italian rapper? I've heard the name.
Yo, Lil Tucci in the house. What up?
I knew Mo would know that guy. All right, let's check out the horses in this one. We got Nicole and Jean from Sand Hill Stables. We got Zero F's from Alejandro. Nice horse. We got Klondike from Hazy Hills Big Vic. We got Charlie Horse from Dan K. Shout out to Dan K. We got Rogues Lady Ace from Caspian Stables. Montour Cool from Original Gangster. Hits from the Bong from True Stoner Circle. That's who we got our money on for this race. 500 Derby across the board win place or show. We got Love Joy 7 coming out of Light Part Thunder. Gato Loco from Golden Stables. Thunder Silver from Michael Pedroza. Crown Prince from Mac Wacky Racers. And Better Glade is the other S-tier horse. And Better Glade's coming out of La Playa Farms. Time to come dead last. Let's go. Yeah, Dan K, that's more like it. I can't believe you won a race the other day. Dead last, that's usually where you usually end up. Let's see. Charlie Horse. I like to. He started teasing me first. All right, let's see. Charlie Horse. Yeah, I don't think Charlie Horse has a chance. Better Lemon says, I'm a dip, but thanks. Yeah, no problem, Better Lemon. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully it piqued your interest a little bit. We'll be live again Friday and Saturday night next week. Good luck if you're in this race. Here we go.
All right. Thank you, Volt. What up, race fans? Appreciate you guys hanging out. Chat, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's post time. And they're off here in the bigger maiden. And just like that is Gato Loco, who runs out to lead alongside Charlie Horse. And back for third early on, that's Klondike down at the rail in front of Rogue's Lady Ace. Now in fifth, then comes Better Glade. And in sixth is Picket Packet. Fire it up, come along. It's Hit from the Bong, who's got about 7 lengths to make up here as they make their way out to shooting on to the main track. Opening quarter in the books, 23 and change, and it's still Gato Loco who holds the lead here by a length and a half over Klondike and running mate Charlie Horse. And to break a 4 down the rail, it's Rogue's Lady Ace and Zero Flux given. And Zero Flux now is in fifth here down at the rail, but now is looking for a race room as half the race has been run in 47 and change as Gato Loco is cruising today, looking to set some course records now as he makes his way into the final turn. And now it's Gato Loco. Can he do it? Wire to wire against this crowd. But it's Gato Loco by 2. And Charlie Horse caught the turn with a passion. And he's up the center of the track now. As he makes the awkward eye contact, Gato Loco has a slew of company as Lovejoy has now taken the lead. But Rogue's Lady Ace is going to take him to the wire. It's going to be Rogue's Lady Ace with a late surge over Better Glade and Gato Loco. Oh, my apologies. Gato Loco back up for a second.
Shout out to Caspian Stables, gets the win there in a very highly contested race. They were going back and forth. Shout out to Big A. Big A, I haven't seen any of your horses today. Hopefully you're in a race tonight. We got Ryan in the chat. What's up, Ryan? Let me know if you want to get some horses and get involved, and we can get you set up. We're still in the beta version on this one, so a lot of the horses are still free. But you can also buy some actual horses on the Solana blockchain, which we were talking about earlier. All right, let's check out the next race. That's that Picos handicap sprint. We got about 7 minutes before that one begins. And then after that, it'll be the Deep South Maiden, which we've already bet on. There's a grade 3 race coming up tonight, the Pinnacle Championship. I'm not sure if any of you guys are in that one. And I know at the end of the night, we'll have Eco Mouse running in a 12 furlong race. I'm trying to get my new horse, Hot Sauce, in a race, but I don't want to put him into a race that's not his perfect preferences, although I might anyway because I want to see him race. Maybe, see, he's only got 1.5 stars on dirt, so maybe I'll put him in a turf race since there's none available in our time slot while we're streaming that fit his preferences. So we're going right dirt firm. I hit that button so those would pop up. Yeah, let's just go ahead and see what's available on turf. Maybe we'll put him into a turf race. There's a lot of horses in this one. 15 already entered. There's a grade 1 race, and that one's at 9:30. Let's throw him in here. I don't even care. Maybe he'll get picked up. We'll throw Hot Sauce into this race. If he gets picked up and he gets selected to race, then fine. If not, that's fine too. Let's see. So what do we need to start? A Solana wallet, says Ryan. I don't think you don't even need a Solana wallet to start, do you, Demo?
No. To get involved with the beta, play for Monopoly money, you just need to go to beta.photofinish.live, create an account. The only time you would need a Solana wallet is if you want to purchase a Generation Zero horse, which even at this point, you can't race the Generation Zero tickets anymore. They're retired technically. So you'd only be getting the horse to breed it. So for right now, if you're new, make an account on the website, get some free horses, learn the game a little bit. And then from there, you can, talk to people in the Discord and get at the next step.
Yeah, the currency in the game is called Derby, and you get a ton of it to start. So you'll start off with like 400, 500,000 Derby, then you can go over to this marketplace and look for horses to pick up. And we talk about what horses are the best ones to pick up and how fillies and mares are really important because you can breed them and you get to keep the babies. So that way you get to build up your stable. Now, because today's Foals Day, there's probably going to be a lot of good deals on the market today. I'm kind of checking it out right now, see if I see anything great. I mean, if I was you, if you had 2 screens, I would put this market up on a second screen and just let it sit there because it updates automatically by itself. And that's how I sniped a lot of my best horses. Actually, that's probably how I sniped all my best horses. When does it go live? Will we need a ooh, good question. When it goes live, Mo, will they need a Solana wallet?
Again, if you don't have a Gen Zero ticket, I don't know if you will. Because, I mean, technically, you should be able to fund it USDC, right? I mean, they're going to do that through, I guess, like regular credit card transactions too. I don't know if you have to have a wallet to send it.
Yeah, I don't think you would. But I mean, if you wanted a Solana wallet, you can get a Phantom wallet. It's really easy to set up. That's what I use. This is their marketplace. Magic Eden is where the tickets for Photo Finish Live are sold, and you can see what some of the tickets look like here. For example, A minus, that's what both of my tickets are. You can see they run about 10 to 12 Solana. And if you get into here and you look into the details, we'll talk more about how these tickets give you your horse's stats. But whenever it resets, like I've already turned in my ticket for Swamp Thing and ran it until it retired. But whenever the game goes live, those horses reset. It'll use these stats here again to recalculate probably, unless, you know, that's kind of up for, we've discussed that a little bit, whether their stats change or not whenever it resets. I think they do change, and I think they use this information right here to recalculate it, and there's a little bit of randomness in there. And it also has to do with how many times the profile picture NFTs that created these, how many matching traits they had. So if you go into some of your horses and you look at their bloodlines, let's look at Mo Don't Even Know, and you go back far enough, you'll see that these horses, the tickets for these horses, were bred from actual profile picture projects, the Studley Studs project, and the, I don't know, Manly Mares or Fine Fillies. What are they called, Mo? Probably not Manly Mares.
What, the studs?
No, the female PFP horses.
Oh, marvelous mares.
Marvelous mares. Yeah. So that was the utility for their
Marvelous.
PFP project. They ended up allowing them to breed those together to make tickets for horses that they could actually race in this game, which is, I think, pretty awesome. J Money just created an account. Let's go. Shout out to J Money. Also, keep in mind that nothing you hear during the stream is financial advice, and if you're going to be wagering on the races, to always wager your Monopoly money responsibly.
That's right.
All right,
And thank you, Dennis O'Connor, for the kind words in chat.
what did he say? Oh yeah, great calling. Absolutely. Mo's always with the great calls. You got the best voice in the game. All right, let's check out the horses that are in this Picos handicap 4 furlong sprint that's just about to go down. We got JP2 from La Playa Farms. We got Rainbow Axe from Dogs of Anarchy. So Many Tears from SoCal Stables. Port Tarlington from Twinspired Racing. Sir Patrick Tucci, that's who my money's on, from La Playa Farms. Trade and War Stories from SoCal Stables. Cheesy Osborne from La Playa Farms. Barwan Heads from Twinspired Racing. Gaia's Mirror from Revere Ranch. Blunt Wrap from True Stoner's Circle. Smoked 'em from Rinsed Out Racing. And Marino from Golden Stables. And yes, I know that his stable is actually called The Stoner's Circle, but his name is True Stoner, so every time I read it and see it, I always say True Stoner Circle. I apologize if that bugs you, but just know that I know that it doesn't actually say that, but it's in my head now and I can't stop. I'm sorry. If he gets mad about it, I can force myself to stop, but I like it. Big A says, just sexed up my horse. Baby's coming next week. Man, it's getting steamy over there in the stables for Big A. J Money says,
Brown chicka brown brown.
I'm wagering my house mortgage. J Money, I just said you gotta wager responsibly. He's already putting his whole house mortgage on this race right here, and he bet on one of Mo's horses, so he's about to be broke. I'm just kidding. All
Ah,
right, guys.
yeah, it's the
Race time. Good luck.
All right. Clear night. Stars are out. Horses are at the gate. It's post time here on Photo Finish Live. 12 horse field, full house, everywhere you look. And they're rolling here in the Picos handicap. And it's Blunt Wrap. Who's got the lighter? As Blunt Wrap shoots out to the lead. Alongside, that's Portlington and Smoked 'em in third. And it's So Many Tears running alongside Cheesy Osborne with 2 break of Sir Patrick Tucci, a.k.a. Little Tucci, runs along in sixth here, about 7 lengths off the leader, as they make their way around the clubhouse and the only turn in this 4 furlong event. And it's Blunt Wrap who still shows the way. Can he take them wire to wire? It's Blunt Wrap now by 2. As they cross the 8th pole, it's Trade and War Stories advancing from the middle of the pack. And on the far outside, it's Marino. Marino and Smoked 'em now is picking them off. And down to the wire, it's another photo finish. It's going to be Smoked 'em if you got 'em over Little Tucci and Marino.
Shout out to Rinsed Out Racing, gets the win with Smoke 'em. That was a crazy race. We had Smoke 'em, we had Blunt Wrap, we had I don't think another horse in there that sounded a little sus. And then Patrick Tucci, the horse we bet on, got second place. Luckily though, we bet him across the board, and there might have been enough bets, enough liquidity in the wagering pool that we may have won a little bit on that bet since he did get second. We got 7 minutes before the next race. So we got time to go check. I'm gonna go see if we won anything. I'm curious.
I was gonna place my bet,
Let's
and then I got high.
Is that what happened? Was it? Oh, Sir Patrick Tucci. Oh, it's still pending right now. We gotta wait for it to be official. You gotta wait for the official races, just like in real life. True Stoner came with 8th on that one. We got the Deep South Maiden next. That one is going to be happening in about 7 minutes. And then we have betting open on a bunch of new races just popped up. Let's try to put some bets in on this Pinnacle Championship. We got a grade 3 going down, and it's a sprint. It's a 5 furlong race on a sloppy track. So this one should get interesting. Jeff's in the next race. Watch me come in last place. What's your stable name, Jeff, so we can keep an eye on you? Big A says, on a VV side note, in the past 3 hours, Secret Rare Miles number 103 sold for $7,300, and Secret Rare Miles number 148 sold for $8,600. Prices have been pumping, Mo, on VV, don't you think? Have you been keeping an eye on it?
Oh yeah, sorry, I got this song stuck in my head now.
Oh no.
My horse can't win a race, and I know why. Hey, hey, my jockey got high. My jockey got high. My jockey got high.
That's what happens when you
But yeah, prices actually, dude, we talked about this last week, and I know somebody in chat was like, oh, we're heading to the bottom again. Listen, I'm not a professional technical analysis, but I did have my Series 7 back in 99, and I did do this for a little bit, way before technology. And I'm telling you, man, people always told me, they're like, dude, you pick up on the trends pretty well, and they always told me that. But I never really continued to pursue it after the tech sector crash, right?
Right.
So I'm telling you, man, I said it last week, bro. Like, looking at everything, it's just got that vibe, you know what I'm saying? That we're just, and if you look at every metric that we've hit from that day up until now, I mean, the lows are higher, the highs are higher. Obviously you're going to get your sell-offs, you're going to get your pullbacks, But, dude, everything, man, everything has just seemed to be, I don't want to say pumping everywhere, but it's recovering at least. But yeah, I mean, some of the sales that we're getting on VV are crazy. There was like a $9,000 bat cowl sale yesterday. Come on now, dude.
Oh, wow.
If people are dropping $9K on a freaking bat cowl, I mean, there are card sales on HRO that are just astronomical, And again, these are sales that weren't happening 6 months ago. They weren't happening a year ago, So
that's true. That's very true. And I've noticed the influx of a weird influx of followers on Twitter, and I started looking at them because I usually get like maybe 1 or 2 followers a day, but then I started getting like 20 followers a day the last few days, and I started looking at them, and they're all following like the same people, like me, the VV official, the Randy Chavez, the Taps Trades. So I don't know if that's a bullish sign, but it seems really random because I don't know any reason for all those new followers out of nowhere.
I mean, you got that, right? I mean, that's definitely a good sign. You got new meme coins popping up. That's usually a good sign. My email and my DMs are filled with freaking scam mail again, which is another sign. Interest is coming back. Again, I don't know if you watched that CES video with Paul Barron and Kyle Wilson, but dude, some of the stuff, man, that they got coming, we're all sitting around going, oh yeah, it's going to be Web3 gaming. It's going to be digital comics. Hell no. Look at the stuff they're showing at the CES show. Man, they're going to hook people in so many other ways. And this is just going to be like the icing on the cake, But there was some really cool tech on display, and very little of it had to do with anything that we really deal with. So it's really cool, man, to see where this whole industry is going. I kind of assumed by now, if this thing was really going to be a fad, a lot of these companies would have kind of just, pulled it back a little bit, but they seem to just be going harder. So I don't know, man. I think this whole digital takeover is, as much as I hate it because I'm 41, it's definitely, it's real, man.
I thought there's
it's
been
definitely
a lot
real.
of pullback recently. Hasn't there been a lot of layoffs in the sector?
You got layoffs in the sector, but the money's still going in. And I mean, Mark Cuban, man, I think probably one of the smartest guys on the planet when it comes to money, right? This guy, you follow the money, bro. You want to make money? You follow the money, and the money's still going in. You know what I'm saying? The Nikes of the world, they're all still throwing money in. You know what I'm saying? The Disneys and the Marvels are still there. Like, nobody's really like, let's, we stuck our toes in, right? Like Ubisoft, for instance, a video game company, they tried to go in with the Tezos and their little experiment. That shit backfired. And what they do, they're like, oh, we're backing out. Next thing you know, other game companies are like, yeah, you know what? maybe blockchain gaming isn't for us. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you're seeing a lot of that in the gaming sector, but everywhere else, right? When it comes to like art, and especially now with the entertainment, you saw that Disney thing, right? With the TV, with like the AR sprawling out of the TV with that
Yeah,
Brie
I played it live
Larson.
one time.
Bro, I mean that shit's crazy, man. Like imagine, and so I saw on Twitter somebody mentioned it. Like imagine opening up the NFT comic in the VBverse or wherever, and like you're standing on the panel, and now the panel's like immersing you in AR, and you're like in the scene. You know what I mean? Like this shit's crazy what they can do with it, dude. It's just wild, man.
I do think that'd be awesome if they made the comics more immersive, but I think if they did make the comics more immersive, they would re-release them on their own platform.
I kind of agree with that too. I saw you talking about that. I do kind of agree with that. They would milk it for everything, and I don't think the comics would cost $6.99 anymore. They'd probably cost $49.99, and be like, well, if you guys are going to pay it for a video game, you're going to pay it for our immersive comic, right? So.
Shout out to Jacob Cooks in the chat. What's up, Jacob Cook? He says, Happy Foes Day. Got 3 S horses and one of them's a filly. Congratulations. Let's see. Joseph says, are these odds per race set paramanually? Paramanually? Like I drop 500K on a horse and it will drop to 1 and to 9?
Yes, because of the way the betting pools are set up right now. Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah. You
Well,
can tell.
although
You have the morning line here, and then after the bets, it went to a 1.94 odds, but it was 8.08 before any bets were cast. See how they changed there? So now if you bet on it, you're only going to get 1.94 odds. And I did decide to go with Base Labs. Shout out to Base Labs horse, Cookie 06. It is a soft horse with 2.5 stars, only carrying 3 pounds. It's a handicap race. So how much weight the horses were carrying kind of affected my decision there. 48 seconds for the next race. J Money says it's not letting me place bets. I saw somebody in the Discord say that if you bet more than 9,999, you get an error. I don't know if they fixed that. It was like just him. I didn't really. I just saw one person say that, and I noticed.
Who the hell has 999,000?
No, 9,999.
Oh,
It's only like 10K. That's not that much. That's just come on. J Money, let me know what error message you're getting. Base Lab sees like my races keep canceling. If less than 4 horses enter the race, it will get canceled. Someone bet on my horses, Jeff. Let me see what your horse is. Jeff is in this race coming up. Starts in 13 seconds. Good luck if you're in it. It's race time.
All right.
All right, degenerates, we're back on the track for another rainy race. Horse field, locked and loaded for the Deep South maiden, and they're off. And it's Snow on the Moon from in between horses, shoots out to the lead along with Riggy Mortis down at the rail. And it's a break of 2, that's Open Ocean showing good early speed with Blaze Boone, and Tap Tap Taparoo runs along in 5th. And it's Lefty Lachigo is the 6th place runner here, with about 5 lengths to make up from the leader as they head out the chute and onto the main track. And past the wire for the first time. Everybody wave to your leader. It's Snow on the Moon at 99 to 1. And it looks like everybody's 99 to 1 except for Blaze Boone. Loves that parimutuel wagering. As we continue into the race here, it's Snow on the Moon continues to show the way, but that length has dwindled now, down to 2, over Rigor Mortis, who starts to advance down at the rail. And a half length off the right shoulder, that's Tap Tap Taparoo, sweeps up on the outside. And Lefty Lachigo down at the rail looking for room and might have found it alongside Creation, who's moved up into 4th. And it's Belize Boom now, one of the few horses with actual money behind them, is dropping back to 6th here as he taps on the brakes. Making our way down the back stretch one more time as Snow on the Moon and Tap Tap Taparoo now are duking it out mono a swine here in the pouring rain. As these 2 leaders now continue to show the way, then to break of 4 back to Creation. Another break of 2 in between horses jockeying for position. That's Belize Boone. And now it's Double Vault, the post-time favorite. It's Double Vault now who's making heavy moves here from the back of the pack and moves up into 5th, dropping Riggy Mortis back into 6th. Making our way back to the front, it's Opening Mile is in the books, 1 minute 39 seconds, as they head to the far turn and head for home. And it's Tap Tap Taparoo, just like that. 200 meters to go, and tap, tap, taparoo now opens up by 4. Double vault now is threading here from the center of the track, but he's running out of room as Snow on the Moon has got nothing on the rail, but it's going to be tap, tap, taparoo. Where's my Happy Gilmore fans over double vault and Snow on the Moon?
Shout out to La Playa Farms, gets the win there with Tap Tap Taparoo, and once again the horse I bet on takes second place, but I did bet it across the board, so I did bet it to place. So maybe
At least you're consistent, you know,
Hey.
Consistently second.
Always the bridesmaid.
Always a
never the
bridesmaid,
bride.
never a bride. Yeah.
Shout out to Jeff, had 2 horses in that race. I don't know, the 6 horse was looking pretty strong, Jeff. You got to make sure, let's go check out your horses, make sure you're running them at the right preferences. Let's see where your horse was. Belize Boom, soft left, dirt soft. So yeah, you're definitely running at the right preferences, but it's an A tier horse running against S tier horses. The A pluses beat it as well, but it beat all the other A's and A minuses, so it's holding up for its class. You want to make sure you're running that into some of the handicap races so that it doesn't carry a lot of weight, and all the horses it's running against with higher classes are carrying weight, and then it kind of evens it out a little bit. You have a better chance of winning, or maybe you just want to shop on the market and get you a stronger horse maybe.
Saturday nights are tough for maiden races if you don't have like an S minus and better, because again, right now, a lot of these maiden races, or again on Saturday nights, are going to be heavy S minuses and up. Yeah, if you have, you got your A's, probably look for better results during the week.
That makes sense. Yep, absolutely. All right, guys, we got a Pinnacle Championship. We got a Grade 3 race coming up next, and our money is on Rainbow Ray. Apparently, I don't even remember picking that horse. All right, apparently I picked Rainbow Ray to win place or show in this race that starts in 2 minutes. It's a championship race, a Grade 3, and once again, it's on a sloppy track. This is a sprint, only 5 furlongs. Let's check them out. We got Akamai from Golden Stables, Kaiser Crown from Crown Stable, Bookmark from Golden Stables, Simba from Golden Stables, Spawn of Spawn from Dogs of Anarchy, Havoc from Alejandro, Ayana from Golden Stables. Golden Stables has like 8 horses in this race. P.F. Chang, isn't that a restaurant, from Bonnet Stable, Bushwick Bill from Wolof the Bandito, great rapper, and Rainbow Ray from OEB, and that's who my money's on. 10-horse race and the Pinnacle Championship, sloppy track, Grade 3. Jeff says I have 2 S minus horses, but it's later on today. Yeah. Don't worry about getting your horses in during the streams. Make sure you're running them at the right preferences. But I do that too. I run my horses sometimes at the wrong preferences just so I can get them running during the streams, because I like to hear Mo say their names. Jeff says he's running against Ika Mouse later. That should be interesting. I think that's during the stream as well. It's going to be a 12 furlong race, and I don't think I've ever ran Ika at 12, so I don't know if she's going to perform there or not. Like I said,
say my name, say my name.
What, that was random, but okay. Go ahead, spit it. Spit it out for us, Mo.
You just said say my name, and a Destiny's Child popped in my head.
Oh, did I say that? J Money says the max he can bet is 100. How much Derby do you have? Is that all the Derby you have? That's weird. The max he can bet is 100. I've never heard anybody have that problem before. I just bet 500 across the board, so I was able to bet 500. Are you on desktop also? Would be another.
Oh, you might have triggered the degenerate flag. I had them implement that. Where, if you just, if you just betting willy nilly and not hitting anything, you're like, you know what? Let's dial it back a little bit, fella. All right, let's get him down.
They put a cap
max him
on
out
him?
at 100. Yeah, we'll put a cap on him. You know what I'm saying? Until he learns his lesson.
Damn, they took your keys away, bro.
You gotta walk your ass home.
All right, guys, it's race time. Good luck if you're in it.
Yakety yak. Don't talk back. Horses are on the track. Major race time here on Saturday night at the races. 10 horses in the gate. And they're rolling here in the Pinnacle Championship. And it's Bushwick Bill. Bushwick Bill got the better of the jump here along with P.F. Chang. And it's Spawn of Spawn down in third alongside Rainbow Ray. In fifth, that comes Havoc in the black silks. And Simba is your 6th place runner here early on as they eke their way into the first and only turn in this 5 furlong left turning affair on the dirt. Track is sloppy and smoke is good. And it's Bushwick Bill continues to show the way by 2.5 now over P.F. Chang, who looks to be losing ground as they ran the quarter in 24 and change, and just like that, they're around the turn and head for home. It's Bushwick Bill trying to take them wire to wire, which is also a YouTube weekly series that I do, but didn't put one up this week because I was busy. But it's Bushwick Bill who opens up by 2, trying to hold off the challenge from the back by Rainbow Ray and Kaiser Crown. But it's Rainbow Ray who sniffs on the outside, and it's going to be Rainbow Ray at the wire over Kaiser Crown and Bushwick Bill.
Shout out to OEB Racing with Rainbow Ray gets the victory there. J Money saved his money. He said he was going to put 10K on PF Chang. I don't even know. I think PF Chang's still running. Man, J Money, you saved your money there. All right, Rainbow Ray gets first from OEB, and Kaiser Crown from Crown Stable takes second. And then Bushwick Bill from Wolof, the Bandito, takes third. All right, let's check out the race schedule. Let's see what's next up for us. I also want to check this Road to the Third Time Derby series so we can see what the preferences are on next week's race series. We got another race coming up in about 40 seconds. Let me get it set up. We got to hurry. We got 40 seconds before the next race. This is the Bluegrass handicap. We got our money on Cookie 06. That's Space Labs horse, and I also have one of my horses in here, I believe. It said I did. Oh yeah, Hot Sauce is in this. I got an S plus horse against all these A horses, and I didn't even bet on it. This will be Hot Sauce's first race. He might surprise us here. Jeff says my freebie horses are age 2 now, so that means you can run them. Yeah, absolutely. Saturdays at 7 p.m. is when they all go up 1 year. All right, guys, it's time for this Bluegrass handicap. This one should be interesting. Good luck if you're in it. Go Hot Sauce.
All right. Horses are at the gate. And why the hell is my mask on? And away they go here in the Bluegrass handicap. And just like that, put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Runs out to the lead in front of Crown Level 4, and it's Charlie's Big Potatoes in third. And a break of 2, that's Cookie 06 on the outside. Now pass by, let's go around again in Custom Design. And it's Mandolin Mon who runs along in 6th here as they make their way into the clubhouse turn. Opening quarter in the books, and there's 8 furlong, right turf affair, and 24 and change. And now it's Charlie's Big Potatoes. Charlie's Big Potatoes is lugging around the turn here with Custom Design about 2 lengths off the leader. And it's Hot Sauce carrying 10 pounds. Now passed by Twickers, who starts to advance from the back of the pack. But it's Custom Design who looks to want to take a shot at the lead and has it, as Custom Design now is your new leader in a half mile and 48 change. But it's Custom Design is bringing them home to roost as Custom Design opens up by 3 with Twickers now 3 wide on the track. But let's go around again is sniffing up the throat, and it's Charlie's Big Potatoes. And please, baby, please, my screen just went black. Sorry about that. But it's Mandolin Moan. It is Mandolin Moan. I thought it was Moan, but it's Mandolin Moan now. It's starting to pick off horses at will, and it's Twickers who takes the lead with Let's Go Around Again now, breathing down his throat, and it's Let's Go Around Again with Custom Design. And they're duking it out. These 3, 4, make it 5. We're all here at the top of the pack. I don't know what to call, but it's Let's Go Around Again, trying to hold off all the challenges. And it's going to be Let's Go Around Again, bringing this one over Mandolin Moan and Custom Design.
Shout out to OEB Racing gets a win again. Back-to-back wins for OEB, and Mac Wacky Racing takes 2nd and 3rd place on that one. And Hot Sauce was not so hot that time. He was carrying 10 pounds. What do you want? They put a brick on his back. My goodness. Poor horse. He probably needs a rest for like 3 days now. All right, let's see what the next race is on the schedule. I didn't know they were going to weigh him down like that. He had no chance. Space Labs. Horses were looking pretty good in that one, but did not come in at the finish. Let's see. We got the Golf Allowance coming up next. This is not one that we put a bet on. Looks like you got some good races, some good horses in here. Some strong S's and S minuses. Steph Streak from Wimbledon's in this one. That's the S plus, and it's going to be a 5 furlong sprint. Oh, it's actually a S. And then Gonzaga.
Did anybody in chat or you maybe Vault? Did anybody even get the Hot Sauce reference in the beginning of that race, Cole?
Hey, I was going to mention that. Yes. Wait, don't even say it, because I know for 100. That's one of my favorite lines. Does anybody in the chat know what that reference is from? I'll even give you the whole full line.
I'll do it again. Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. 'Cause you know it tastes good to me.
Yup, show tastes good to me. Y'all know what movie that's from? I know. I heard the second you said that was brought me back to that scene. Great movie. I don't think they know. All right, we're
Yeah,
gonna.
I don't think most people in chat would probably know that one.
It's Friday. I got you, Mo. I catch all your references. Friday, right? Or is it Friday after next? It's Friday after next.
It's next Friday.
It's the third Friday. Yeah.
No, it's the second one.
Is it the second one?
It's the second one where he's going
I know he's
to
driving.
it's Rucho Cucamonga, where he's going to see his brother.
There you go. True Stoner knows
He's going to
what's up.
Craig's uncle's house, and then what's his face is locked in the back with the dog truck. Remember?
Oh yeah, I definitely remember.
Sonny, what's his name? Sonny.
Tiny
Oh,
Lister.
Tiny Lister. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, great series. I haven't seen those in a long time. I need to watch those sometime.
Apparently, the Friday After Next is classified as a Christmas movie, which
It is.
yeah, I know. Looking back at it, but I don't like when Christmas rolls around. I don't go, damn, I gotta watch Friday After Next this holiday season. You know what I mean?
No, it is. But I mean, it all did happen during Christmas. I remember the thief had a Christmas outfit on, a Santa Claus outfit on
Yep.
while he was stealing stuff. So yeah, it's kind of a Christmassy.
That's true.
All right, let's check out this pork roll restricted stakes race. We're gonna try to put a bet on it. We got 3 minutes though. Let me pull up my clock so we don't miss the next race. We have 4 minutes for the next race, so that's plenty of time to pick a horse. Conditions are fast here, so we're gonna look for a firm horse on right and turf. Right turf firm. Right now, it looks like most of these horses are right turf firm except for mine. Like I said, I had to get him into a race. I got Joker in this race, but he's a dirt horse, so probably not going to perform well on this one. We got Better Vega looking nice on these preferences, but carrying 2 pounds. I'm going to see if any of these horses are not carrying any weight. Sir Vega, the only horse that's not carrying extra weight here. I think that's good enough for me. We're going to go 500 across the board. He's got a 2-pound advantage. Wonder if that 2-pound advantage is going to work for Sir Vega. All the rest of the stats are all pretty similar. He's got plenty of stars on his preferences. For some reason, I put 600 there. My bad. And I'm going 500 across the board. Win, place, or show. Sir Vega. That is the Trailblazer racing horse.
I was trying to figure out what Spaceman said, but I realized it was a quote from one of the movies. Sure, it's on backwards, player.
I don't remember that one. Oh, is that where he's like, players mess up too?
Right? Yeah, isn't that the part with with Mike Epps and Craig, and they're getting ready to go see the. She knows about all the snack cakes that are coming out. The new hostess, glitter clear.
Man, y'all make me want to watch that. I'm watching that tonight.
Oh, well, I ain't watching it tonight, I think.
I'm watching that tonight. All right, guys, we're going to check out the horses in the golf allowance. J Money's money is on Flying High. Jeff says, no one should have told me Joker wasn't running on his track before I bet on him. Oh, bro, you got to check that out. Yeah, I had to just throw him in here because I like Mo to say my horse's name. I like him on the streams, but I couldn't find any good preferences that he preferred. So I put him into a dirt race. I think it was a turf race, and he's a dirt horse. He's probably not going to finish, but you never know. He might surprise you. All right, let's check out the horses in this race. Golden Stables has a horse that's Tesoro. We got Fiat's Foes VJJ2. How did they get that? I thought you were supposed to name your horse. He's got a Foes horse in here. From Michael Pedroza.
Well, they probably just named it that after they were told to rename it. I'm
going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to be like Foes, Foes, Foe. That's what we used to see all the time in the first version, but they've kind of fixed it. But apparently you can just type in Foes yourself. Alejandro said, I was watching them 2 days ago. They had all 3 of them back to back on VH1. Let's go. Yeah, I need to get into the whole series. Watch all 3 of them together.
I've been binging Three's Company. That's my current meta.
Three's Company? Bro.
Coming knock on the door.
Oh, wow, you don't have to tell me. That's old, bro. That's so old. Jeff says
that's one of my... Jack Tripper is like one of my favorite characters of all time, dude. The physical comedy, like that, him with what's his face? I always call him Jack Tripper because that's just how I know him. But with him and Jim Carrey, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Physical comedy, man, at its finest.
I haven't seen that in a while, but speaking of Jim Carrey, that's what I've been watching recently. I've been going back and watching some of those Mad TV skits. I didn't realize Key and Peele were Mad TV back then too. They had some funny skits.
Yeah. Early on.
Yep. All right, let's check them out. We got, like I said, Tesoro, the 3 horses, Plum Fairy from Big Brain Stables. We got Steph Streak is the S-tier horse from Wimbledon and GVT Turf. We got D-Gen Start from Michael Pedroza. Tennessee Snow from the Stoner's Circle. Gonzaga from Lack Stables. Baja Shadow from Caspian Stables. Grassy Fred from Trailblazer Stables. Aspen Mo from Almighty JC. Licensed to Ill. There's another one from Roloff the Bandito. And HDF Takishaki, I don't know, man. Takishaki. Good luck with that one, bro.
Takatashi?
Takatashi. Yeah, Takatashi. You're right, Dennis O'Connor. And Living Collar. Wait, which one was? Yeah, there was Mad TV was on Key and Peele, but and Living Collar is Jim Carrey. That's another one that I go back and sometimes watch the old episodes, the ones with like Bobby Lee and with the little kid who's actually.
Let me tell you something.
I like the rusty guy who's like, look what I can do. It's always cracked me up. I don't know why.
Oh, we don't play that.
Mo
Money. Dude, I love In Living Color, man.
Yeah,
My dad did not like me watching that when I was that young, man. But that shit was funny as hell.
All right, guys, it's race time. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
You are watching Mad TV.
All right. Horses are at the gate. It's post time. 12 horse field, locked and loaded. And they're off here in the Gulf Allowance. And it's Fiat Foals VJJ2, aka I'm too lazy to keep track of the data on my own horses on an additional spreadsheet, so I'm just going to name it here in the game and make everybody else deal with it. Is out to the lead. And it's Aspen Mo and Tennessee Snow in third. And it's Baja Shadow with Sipe Silk and Wool Up the Bandito and the Gray Silk Runner in sixth here early on as they make their way into the clubhouse turn, make it the only turn in this 5 furlong affair as they ran the quarter in 22 and change. And it's Tennessee Snow is now, taps on the brakes, and it's HTF Tika Takati, as Tika Takati now is on the outside and cuts the corner like a pro. It's HTF Tika Takati and Baja Shadow now down the center of the track, with its Gonzaga's also looking for room here, is pouring it on, but it's Steph Streak as down at the rail, but it's HTF Tika Takati, and no one's going to catch him. It's HTF Tika Takati over Steph Streak and Gonzaga.
Nice. I got my wish. I was hoping that horse would be in the front, so Mo would have to say it like 5 times. Tikkatakati gets the victory. Congratulations to Tikkatakati. I don't even think we're saying it right, but who cares? Michael Petroza is the name of that stable. The S-tier horse Steph Streak ended up taking second, and Gonzaga gets third place. Jeff says this.
Oh, Jeff, that's so nice.
Appreciate you, Jeff.
That made my day. Thank you.
Shout out to Jay OC's in the chat. Jay OC, I was getting him involved, getting some horses to him, even though one of our horses got sniped. Omi Billionaire while we were doing some transfers, but I was able to get him over Pell Arrow, which is one of those S-tier horses that I sniped off the market the other day. All right, let's do some breeding. Let's breed some horses. I can't breed Cheesy Hair. Cheesy Hair is being held for the deal I did on this horse right here. I'm breeding
the deal or the deal?
The deal with Solonot Stables, where they have a horse.
Wait, you talk about deal is in pickles or deal is in deals?
Isn't it the same? I mean, you say it the same way, don't you?
The deal and the deal?
The deal and the deal.
The farmer and the deal. No, the farmer and the dale.
Right.
So now we got deal, deal, and dale.
Deal, but deal and deal sound the same.
Like the Rescue Rangers, Chippendale.
Exactly. Right.
Okay.
Big Aces. I got.
As long as we're on the same page, just making sure.
All right. Yeah, I think we're good. The deal. Dennis O'Connor knows what. I always say, "What's the deal, Pickle?" Big A says, "I got rugged in my next race on my best horse. My third best horse is still in there." Oh, your horse didn't get picked. Yeah, they have that on some of these races where there's only a particular amount of horses that race, but more than that can enter. And then they have a selection committee, which of course is just an algorithm that picks the horses that are actually going to race. All right, like I was saying, I'm not going to breed Cheesy Hair right now, but I will breed Harley Quinn, and she is a right dirt firm horse. So I'm going to try to pick a good mate for her. I can actually see the stats of the horses now that she's retired. She sees S across the board except for on temper, which personally I don't really care that much about temper. So there's nothing in particular I need to focus on here. I just want to get these stars up. So I want to breed her with a stallion that prefers right dirt and firm, the same as her, but also doesn't have the same lineage, the same bloodline. You don't want to inbreed.
Yeah, you just want to make sure it's firm and dirty. That's what we're looking for here.
Yep, exactly. All right, so we're looking...
And do it right.
Wait, no, what? All right, yeah. Let me go back and make sure I get the exact preferences. It's very important. You don't want to have the wrong preferences. It's right, dirt, and firm. So we're going to go to breed horse. Now we're in the stud farm, and we're going to go to the filter, and we're going to add right turning. We're going to add dirt, surface preference, dirt, save it. Oops. And I think we can add firm too. Yes, we can. Right dirt firm. Don't want to save it. I don't know why I keep pushing that, but there you go. There's our filter, right dirt firm. These are all right dirt firm horses. Keep in mind, though, some of them are expensive to breed with. So I'm not paying 350K for none of these horses. I'm looking for a horse with good stars. 12,500 is not bad here. We got an S- start, S- finish, S+ stamina. I don't like those stats personally.
Also, for people who are low on Derby, even though it is allowance day from Papa Ian and the crew, you could go into the Discord, and if someone's around, they can actually. Some people have an abundance of Derby and they don't even race and use it, so they'll probably just tell you to put up a horse and they'll buy it for like a crazy amount just to hook you up. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do it all day, every day, but a few times here and there if you need to kind of replenish the funds,
Yep. I've seen a couple of horses that I'm interested in, but they're all expensive. I'm trying to get one with a lot of stars here. 200K for Maccabi Lolly, so I'm not paying that much. This one's not bad though. Cyberpunk's one I might consider. It's got the same, about the same ratings here on all of the ratings, and it's only 25,000 to breed. GoldenEye does not have the greatest stars, but I like this S+ on start and S+ on speed. Whichever one I pick, I'll have to go through and make sure they're, like I said earlier, not inbred. So let's decide which one. Red Widow's looking pretty good over here. S+ start too. Not the greatest speed. I might go with Red Widow. Right now I'm liking Red Widow. See if there's anything else I like. This one's not horrible. Brand name Richard. Here's a nice one that's 250K though. That's too expensive. Bipolar Bear's 40K. That's not bad. Let's check out Bipolar Bear with 3 stars, 2.5, and 2.5. That's pretty good. Make sure they're not related to each other. And the verdict is... oh, related. Yeah, this horse right here is like the grandfather of almost every horse I try to breed with. You got to make sure you don't have related horses. So that's a no-go. We got to go back and find a new one. Bipolar Bear is a no-go. I got a mil Derby. Is that a lot? Yeah. I got a quarter of a mil. I did have half a mil the other day, but I started picking up some horses off the market of different preferences. So because all my horses are right dirt firm, trying to diversify my stable a little bit. Let's check out Poppy Tart. See if Poppy Tart's related. They are related, so that's a no-go. All these horses freaking related. We got to be careful. We don't want to breed 2 horses that are related. Let's check out Ram. He's only got 1 star there. Yeah, I don't like his ratings too much. Limp Noodles, very cheap, 1,000, but he doesn't have good stars. Let's check out the Waiting. Waiting's got some decent stars here. Go in here and check the Grandsire, and yep, these are also related. So that's kind of the challenge you have there. You want to find a horse that not only matches your preferences, that it's also giving you what you want. In my condition, I'm looking for stars right now, and that is also not a part of the same bloodline. Cyberpunk's another one I was going to check out. Cyberpunk might be a go. Yeah, Cyberpunk is not related at all. And the has pretty good ratings here. S's across the board, just like mine. Like I said, I got the S- temper. These aren't related, and it's only 25,000 to breed. Harley Quinn and Cyberpunk. I think that's who I bred it with last time. Let's do it. Let's impregnate my horse. My horse has been...
Close your eyes, chat. It's a little graphic.
Close your eyes, chat. It's about to go down. All right, let's see what the next month's Derby series, Right and Dirt are going to be the preferences. I think that's the one I was looking for.
That's all my horses.
That's all my horses too. Let's go. We're going to try to get into the Derby race this coming season. So what you want to do is you'll have to get your horses, if they do like Right and Dirt tracks like mine do, you have to get them into some of those qualifying events from Monday through Thursday, maybe Friday. I think it's Monday through Thursday is when the qualifying events happen, and you need to earn some points so that you guys can get into that Derby race next Saturday. Breeding is going down. Dennis O'Connor's virgins as have just been de-virginized. I apologize. I should have gave y'all a heads up on that one. All right, guys, it's race time. We got the Pork Roll Restricted Stakes, an 11 furlong race coming up, and our money is on Sarah Vega. Sarah Vega is going to be who I bet on.
Oh, I think I'm in this race.
Rickety John. We got Mo's horse, Rickety John, in this race. We got the Joker in this race. One of my best horses, but like I said, he's running on turf here, and he prefers...
Oh, we're battling again?
dirt.
Joker versus Rickety John, huh?
We'll see. Good luck if you're in this one.
Go here in the Pork Roll Restricted Stakes, and just like that, it's Rickety John who shoots out to the lead with a regal beginning. And it's Better Vega who runs along front of Flying High again in fourth, followed by Sir Vega. Then it's Double the Dopamine, carrying 2 pounds here into the opening turn as they make their way in this 11 furlong right turning affair on the turf. And it's still Bigfoot stable runner Rickety John continuing to show the way here by 2 or 3, but just give it time, he will falter. Now, break of 3, that's Better Vega, who starts to advance on the far outside. And down at the rail, it's Sir Vega and Madrona Ranch, rather, who's looking to start the pace here early on. But it's Regal Beginning now, also advancing from the back with King Roger as they cross the wire for the first time. And just like that, lickety split, Rickety John's got company up front. It's Better Vega. It's Better Vega now, and I'm losing my voice. It's Better Vega now, Pocos in front. It's Pocos, not Pocono Racing. He might be out of Pocono Racing, the way he's running, but it's Better Vega, who now shows the way over Rickety John, who runs down at the rail. Break of 4, it's Double the Dopamine. And it is Regal Beginning with Sir Vega, who runs along in 5th. And now it's Genuine I Am, who is now down at the rail, starting to advance and looking for room. Might have found it. 3/4 is in the books, 1 minute, 13 seconds. Better Vega now is taken over once again by Rickety John, and Rickety John kicks clear by 2 as we make our way into the far turn, and it's Rickety John with 2 over Better Vega and Double the Dopamine, who's now advancing and looking for room here, but Regal Beginning rather might have cut him off, but Regal Beginning is also with a late surge, and just like we encountered, it's Rickety John tapping on the brakes as Better Vega goes right on by. Into the home stretch we go. It's Better Vega now by 3. Rickety John with one more final attempt on the rail, but it's going to be Better Vega and Double the Dopamine trying to split them late on the outside. Double Dopamine now in the lead, but it's Better Vega and Genuine I Am to the wire, and yes, he's going to get him. It's going to be Genuine I Am over Double the Dopamine and Rickety John, you bum, taking 3rd.
Shout out to Genuine with Genuine I Am gets the win. That's a chat winner. Congratulations. Sorry we got rugged during that race. I don't know if you realize it. No, you just kept on calling through the whole thing. So
I lost my voice there for a second anyways. That's probably for the better.
We both got rugged. Me and Mo's voice. Shout out to Genuine gets the win there, and I'm sorry for Jeff. I mean, you got to check though. You got to make sure the horse that you're betting on is running on the preferences that it prefers. In that case, my horse was not running on the preferences it prefers, so we got his little butt kicked. Shout out to Foolies in the chat, says a great call by Mo. Absolutely. Shout out to Big A. Big A gives a big boo on that one.
How come every time we get rugged and we come back, we have like 5 to 10 more viewers? Rug us like 3 or 4 more times. Huh? Get us over 50.
I don't know how that works.
That's so weird.
I don't know what's up with that. Shout out to Big A. This you should like this race, Big A. It's called the Big Town Allowance. Perfect. This should be your perfect race to enter. This one's going to be on a sloppy track too. It goes off in 5 minutes, and I don't think we did not place a bet on this race, so we haven't checked out the horses in that one. We'll come back and check that out. Let's check the leaderboard real quick and see if
actually while we have a minute,
yeah.
You ever maybe people in chat have heard of this too. You ever hear of a platform called Rally?
Ooh, as does the race cars?
No. So it's Rally. Basically, it's like a DAO, I guess, right? I don't know if it's like a DAO. What they do is they basically buy like historical pieces. They own like the Declaration of Independence, and then they sell off shares, right, to it. So basically, you own it as like a committee. You know what I mean? So you're like a partial owner of like the Declaration of Independence or some like Abraham Lincoln document. They have like cars. There's so many crazy things on this website. I don't know, man. Like I've been following it for a while. My mother's boyfriend told me about it like a year ago, maybe more. Then I saw it on Pawn Stars. I started looking into it, man. It looks like there's actually people making some decent money on there. It's pretty cool, man. I've been looking into it more and more.
Are they NFTs?
Well, technically no, but now they're branching into the blockchain. So if you own one of their things, yesterday sent like an email, and they were like, if you own this, you get to mint a 5-pack of cards with like historical characters. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like different things that they have, like trying to, I guess,
you can't see
go
my
back
face
and forth
because
into
I'm
the
blurry
blockchain
right now, but I have a disgusted look on my face. I got the blurry gate going on, so you can't see it, but imagine me with a disgusted look on my face. I'm not liking it. I don't like that idea. I don't want to own 1/200th of the Declaration of Independence. Do I get to take that little corner of the Declaration of Independence home and put it up on my wall? Like, I don't understand, Mo. What's the point?
Well, you own it. You wait for the value to go up, and then they sell them off. So what happens is when it hits a certain value,
the Declaration of Independence, they're not going to ever sell that.
Of course they will.
To who? Japan?
No, private collectors. Just like, I mean, if you know, like, people watch Pawn Stars, like people like Rick, man, he's like a low end of the market of collectors, and he goes after like those documents all the time. But yeah, these people pay big. They're talking about millions upon millions of dollars. But the
It's
point is,
interesting.
like, it's not something you'd be like, yeah, I want to own a corner of the Declaration of Independence, tear it off, and put it on my wall type of deal. But it's like you just buy it as a group, and then like when the time comes, it goes up. They vote on it as a group whether or not to sell it because they get an offer, and then they can choose to, as a group or whatever, like a DAO, vote on it and then sell it off and take the profits. But then
Yeah,
again, I see a
this
lot
is
of lot
cool.
of things on there where people like bought in at $10 and they wound up selling out at like 150 a share. They 15x their money just by throwing like $10 into or $100 rather into like Batman #1. There's like comics on there. Like that's what I'm looking to buy into, stuff like that. I know is going to sell, and especially now they're kind of on a dip in the market too with the comic stuff.
It's kind of like
But
them
I don't know, man. It's interesting.
fractionalizing the really expensive Pokemon cards. I've heard of people doing that.
Yeah. This is just exactly it's the same thing, but on a large scale. I don't know. I think Logan Paul did try something, but
Yep.
these guys they've been around for a couple of years now. It's interesting, man.
Shout out to Wade's in the chat. La Potato wants to know what is the name of the thing that you're talking about. Oh, you said it was called
Eh,
Rally.
Rally, yeah,
Is that like RALLY.com?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Rally. Hey, we can check it out real quick. I'm
It was
gonna
interesting. Like I said, I don't know.
I'm gonna go
I
off
was just
camera.
curious if anybody else really heard about it or if you heard about it because I guess like fractionalized ownership is like the best.
I don't think this is the right website because it says buy this domain. So I'm not sure. You'll have to look it up. Rally fractionalized tradables. Yeah, I'm blurry right now. I'm going to come off the screen and go back in whenever the race starts so I can unblur myself. This happens from time to time. Usually when I get rugged, I get blurred. But we got the Big Town Allowance coming up. Before we get started, though, let's check out the horses in this one. Base Lab's got a horse, and he's got Bouncing Base in this one. We got Bali Breeze from OEB. Narayan from OEB. Who Shot Ya? We always see Who Shot Ya racing. He had a pretty good performance last night from Alejandro. We got SS Romulus from Revere Ranch. Shout out to Revere Ranches in the chat. We got Blue Marinade from Blue Exotic Racing. Joe's Garage from Space. I think we've seen Joe's Garage race before. And Xanadu from OEB. It's a sloppy track, y'all. 8 furlongs. And this is one of the allowance races. Let's see what the requirements were. You had to be at least 3 years old and could not have won more than 2 races. If you had won more than 2 races, you would have to carry some extra weight. Looks like none of the horses are carrying extra weight here, so they're all kind of on an even playing field. Lots of S minuses in this one. Dennis says it's Rally RD. Big
Yeah,
A
I
says,
sent you the link to Twitter DM. Maybe
gotcha.
pull up after the race if you want to.
Yeah, I'll check it out. All right, it's race time. Good luck if you're in it.
All right. Thought I was getting rugged again.
Again, here we go. You like rain, you're in luck. 8 in the gate, locked and loaded. And they're rolling here in the Big Town Allowance. And it's Who Shot Ya, who got out well with Joe's Garage. Alongside them, that's Blue Marinade, who also shows good early speed. And down at the rail, that's Bouncing Base 06. There's also in fourth with SS Romulus in fifth, and his Xanadu is in sixth as they make their way into the clubhouse turn in his 8 furlong left turning affair on the sloppy turf. And it's SS Romulus now who darts up to the lead and wants a piece of it here as he shoots out by 2 over Blue Marinade. Now it's Who Shot Ya, runs along in third here and trying to play catch up alongside Xanadu. Then back in between horses, that's Joe's Garage, starts to advance. Now moves up into fourth with Bouncing Base in fifth and pushes Xanadu back into sixth. As Bally Breeze also putting his nose up on the leaderboard here as half miles in the books. 48 change, and it's Blue Marinade. Blue Marinade is your new leader. What happened to SS Romulus? We weren't looking for half a second, and that's what happens. It's Joe's Garage now who shows the way. Joe's Garage on the outside with Bouncing Base even down at the rail. And Bouncing Base, awkward step, taps on the brakes. And Joe's Garage now has got new challengers with Marion and Who Shot Ya. Top of the stretch and heading for home. His new leader is Narayan. And it's Narayan now trying to drive him home in the rain. Narayan on the inside with Bouncing Base down at the rail. Who Shot Ya is looking for room down the center of the track is Xanadu. But not today. It's looking easy for Narayan here in the final stretch as Narayan takes it home over Bouncing Base and Valley Breeze.
Shout out to OEB Racing with another win tonight on Saturday night at the races. And Base Lab gets second place with his horse. What was the name of that horse? Bouncing Base 06 with a nice run there. Let's go. Congratulations on that second place finish. Not bad at all. Yeah, I think, I was doing everything I could in the world to get the blur to go away, and it would not go away. And then I gave up, and then it went away. Well, okay, cool. All right.
I mean, don't you have to like hold your hand up to it or something and like make it focus? I don't know. I see like cam girls do this all the time.
Yeah, do it really slow and then it'll focus. And it was kind of working, but it didn't work. But then it did work, so who knows? All right, we got the next one coming up at 6 minutes, in about 6 minutes. The Puget Club Stakes, and we got Bodacious Booty in that race. I like that horse's name. And we also got the Scrapple allowance coming up. We can go ahead and put a bet on that. We got 4 minutes to bet. Thank you, Base Lab. Mr. Watt in the house says this is still going on. What's up? Oh, yeah, we are racing until 9 o'clock tonight. We got a few more races to check out. Oh, no. You see that, Mo?
What happened?
Omi Billionaire is in this race. Omi Billionaire is my horse that Dane K gave me, and I tried to send it over to JOC, the homie, to get him started, and then somebody stole him from us. He was quicker than JOC, and I was like, now he's gone forever. Then there he is. He's in this race. Omi Billionaire. Shout out to VT Hokey Stables, the sniper. Sniped my horse. I see you, bro. I'll be looking for you. I know, JOC. I know. JOC's in the Puget. Managed to get in one. Let's go. Awesome. All right, this is the Scrapple. Let's pick the horse that we're going to bet on. Yeah, we got the sniper. I'm going to remember this VT Hokey stable. Coming after you, VT Hokey. I hope you're listening. Ika Mouse is in this one, so I'm excited about that. Tony Soprano's in this one. We know that horse. And looks like Ben Space is in it. We got a couple people from the chat in this race. Let's check it out, see what we're going to bet on. We got 3 minutes to pick a horse. Right Dirt and Good, so we're looking for Right Dirt Firm horses. We got Right Dirt Firm for my horse, Omi Billionaire, that was stolen from me. Looks like Right Dirt Soft on Opito. The rest of them are all Right Dirt Firm. So we're probably going with your boy, Ika Mouse. It's not even a boy, it's a girl. We're definitely not going on Omi Billionaire. If I get beat by Omi Billionaire, oh my gosh, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to send that guy a nasty email. Can you get email addresses from stables? I need to talk
in a video game, right? We're gonna only in a video game. We're never threaten somebody in real life. We threaten them in a video game, chat.
Only in a video game. I just threatened to hurt his horses, not him.
Yeah, you know.
His digital horses. That's all. I'm just gonna beat him in races every time I see him. All right, let's get our bet in. We're going with 500 across the board. Win placer show on my horse, Ika Mouse. Let's check him out and see if Ika Mouse has run at 12 furlongs yet. I don't think I've ran her that far. I think I might have ran maybe one distance race with her. But I've mostly been running her at 7. Yeah, I ran her at 11, and she finished 7th out of 14, which is not great. Not great at all. And that's only really the only time I've ran her at a distance. Ran her at 9 also and got 9th out of 9. Should probably be keeping her at 6. She got first place at 6, second place at 8, first place at 6. And I've been kind of, see, you got 12th out of 12 at my last 6 furlong race. That's why I've been kind of trying to move her around a little bit and figure out the best distance for this horse. All right, we got the Puget Club Stakes. I know JOC is in this race. Let me get it all set up for you. JOC's in that race too. If I get beat by the horse that was supposed to be mine, I will be super sad. Yeah, it ain't right. How do you think I feel if I get beat by the horse that was stolen from me? It's okay. My whole stable is built on a horse that I stole from somebody else. I mean, I don't know who or if it was technically stealing it. It's just that a really nice horse, a S-tier mare, popped up on the market for $2,500. So I sniped it. So I did the same thing. So I'm guilty too. It's all good. Jay Solo, what's up, Jay Solo? Is this the D-Race cryptocurrency? Mo, what's
No, this isn't D-Race, no.
Oh, I've heard of D-Race. What is D-Race?
D-Race is on Binance blockchain. I looked at that way before I found Photo Finish, and it's way too cartoony. The graphics are really, really basic. It's like very blocky, like PlayStation 1 looking.
Yeah.
And apparently now you can like strap rockets on horses or some shit with like boosts and stuff. Like they have like boost races and then regular races, which
this is more of a
I guess as long as you're going to
game.
separate the two, it's okay. But
yeah, this is more of a simulation game, Jay Solo. The project is on the Solana blockchain. This is Photo Finish Lab, and it's based off of the app that already existed. I never can remember what it's called, like Stable Manager. What's it called, Mo?
Horse Race Manager, HRM.
Horse Race Manager, HRM. Yeah. So that's where the game actually began, and there's millions of players who play HRM. And this is the blockchain version of the game, and it was created by some EA Sports designers who helped to create Madden, NASCAR, and a couple other those EA Sports titles you probably played before. Shout out to Gus Halligarten in the house. Base Lab says Photo Finish is an awesome game. Yeah, it's a simulation game. That's what I like about it. You got to get the numbers in there. You got to understand the game a little bit. You got to have a little bit of experience. It takes a little bit of time to learn it. And that's what getting into it early and learning through the beta version, which is what we're playing now, before the game actually goes live and we're playing for real money. That's why that's so important. Now, they did have a real money race today, and they are starting to do real money races, like dollar races. But the one we saw today was actually $5 to enter, and I think the payout was a total of either $40 or $80. I can't remember. But we are starting to have actual money races now.
People are going to be bankrupt before the game even goes live.
Yeah, that's
nice.
JLC says, what race was that horse thief in? Oh, that's the one we bet on here in a minute. It's that 12 furlong race that Ika Mouse is in. I'll definitely be paying attention to that race. But that Only Billionaire horse has not finished very well for me, so hopefully he doesn't turn into a star. If he turns into a star, then we got a problem. All right, guys, prepare yourselves for the Puget Club Stakes. We got a couple homies in the chat that are in this one. I'll try to read off the names real quick. We got Bodacious Booty from Gauchos. I Love the Dough from Alejandro. Cafe Latte W Boba from Ruck. Running River from OEB. Prisoner of Society from JOC. Shout out to JOC. Good luck, my man. Sandy Walker from Stable Jabber. Beach Club from OEB. And then OEB's got another horse in there named Spiridor. Conditions are yielding, so I don't know. Prisoner of Society might have a chance here. Let's see if he can pull off the win. He's got him running in the correct preferences, so that's a good sign. Good luck if you're in this race. It's race time. Here we go.
All right. Surprise, surprise. It's raining again. But we're going to race them anyway, because that's what we do. Gate in the gate. And away they go here in the Puget Club Stakes. And just like that, it's Spiridor who shoots out to the lead. Spiridor sporting that amazing white mask. Alongside him, that's Prisoner of Society and Beach Club in third. And back and forth, break of two, that's I Love the Dough and Sandy Walker with Bodacious Booty in sixth here, down at the rail early on. As they make their way into the opening turn. Ran the quarter in 23 and change, and it's still Spiridor shows the way with Beach Club here at the front of the pack. And a break of three from the two leaders. That's Prisoner of Society, who's just buying time with a quick stalking pace. And it's Cafe Latte with Boba now starts to advance from the back and swings up into second place. But Spiridor is starting to get away from him. They better do something. As Spiridor now starts to kick clear here into the far turn. And it's Spiridor now, and insert coin. Here comes new challenger. It's Bodacious Booty. Yes, the Bodacious Booty is now passing the pack from down at the rail, and it's into the final 100 meters. It's Bodacious Booty with Cafe Latte Boba, but it's going to be Bodacious Booty taking this one over Cafe Latte with Boba and Running River.
Shout out to Gaucho Stable. Gets the win with Bodacious Booty. And man, you mentioned the mask on that horse, and I said something in the chat too. That horse does look really cool with the mask on it.
That's so cool, man. I really want to get a horse that has like some markings like that. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that's that Spiridor horse. It ended up getting last place, but it looked cool getting last place. If that means anything. I do want a horse like that.
If you take last, you might as well look cool doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. All right, the next race is going to be the Scrapple Allowance. That's the one we were looking at earlier with Ika Mouse and Omi Billionaire and a couple other horses from the chat that are in that race. It's a 12 furlong race, so it should be interesting. And then we got betting open on one of our last races of the night, the Blue Ridge Restricted Stakes. I'm in that one. And as usual on Saturday night at the races, we'll be finishing the night off with the Dr. Sturdy Stakes Grade 1 Major Race. JOC says, I smoked my joint too close to my horse. Oh, yeah, slowed him down.
Yeah.
That'll happen. True Stunner knows all about it. All right, let's check out this Blue Ridge Restricted Stakes and pick a horse to bet on here. We got 5 minutes to decide who we're betting on. The conditions are sloppy, so we're looking for right dirt soft horses. We got a bunch of right dirt firms. Nasdam Lateral. Base Lab, shout out to Base Lab's got a right dirt soft horse. Potatoes for Everyone's in there. We saw Christopher win a race last night. Keisel's right dirt soft. Hyperloop's right dirt soft. We got one of those Elon stable horses. They're usually pretty good, actually. JOC's in this one with Sleeper Joe. I got my new horse, Emmett Smith, in here. And So Tucky
Emmett Smith.
Emmett Smith? No, Emmett Street. Did I say Emmett Smith?
I could have swore you just said Emmett
I
Smith.
might have
Yeah.
said Emmett Smith. I'm sorry. Emmett Street. My bad. It just you say Emmett, you think Smith. All right. Let's see. Who are we gonna bet on though? I bet on Base Lab last time and he didn't win for me, but I do like that horse with 2.5 stars on soft and 6 wins out of 15 races. That's a good horse. Finished 10 times in the money out of 15 races. That's not bad. I did say Emmett Smith. My bad. Shout out to the Cowboys. Big Time Stables is in this one. Shout out to Big A. He's got Beach Haven in this one. It's a firm horse though, so I probably won't bet on that one. Some of these horses are soft, but they don't have many stars. I want to go with the stars, even though Christopher performed pretty well last night. Kaisel's no stars on dirt, 2.5 stars on soft. That's interesting. It is a S tier horse, and then Hyperloop does look good. But I think that first horse I checked
Oh, the
out.
Hyperloop. I can't wait for that to come out.
What is a Hyperloop? Is that a type of vehicle that Tesla's putting
That's the
out?
thing that Elon was doing, the underground tunnel, I think, from Vegas to Cali, LA.
Oh yeah, I do remember. I thought that was a long time ago. Did they?
And my
never-
girl laughs because like I won't fly, but she's like, "But you'll let them put you in a freaking underground chute at hundreds of miles an hour," and I will. Like I hate flying. Well, you could catapult me underground.
I don't know which one. Which one would I rather do? I'd probably rather be on the ground or underground than I would be in the air. I don't really like flying.
I'd rather just drive, to be honest, but that's me.
Absolutely, but if you're going to like California from where I'm at, then you have to fly. It's like a
No, you
3
don't.
or 4 day.
That's,
It's like
well,
a 3 or
that's
4
a
day
crock of
drive.
shit. No, you don't. Say, who cares? It's nothing.
It's
In the
nothing.
grand scheme of things, that's nothing.
3 days is nothing. Just to drive there 3 days, hang out for a day, and drive back. Nah, I can't.
Well,
do
if
it.
you can hang out for a day, then yeah, it's probably not worth it. But
Base Lab says he didn't even bet on his horse, and that's the horse I just bet on. Ouch, that's not a good sign when the owner didn't bet on him. It looked good, though. He might be able to win this race. I have confidence in your horse, Base Lab. All right, let's check out the Scrapple allowance. We got the number 1 horse. I'm not even going to say this horse's name from VT Hokey Stables. We got Zinzi from Sandhill Stables. We got, I'm going to say Hovey from Lack Stables, maybe Jove. We got Ika Mouse, that's my horse. We got Anastasia BP3 from Lipard Thunder. Opido from Barbarian Stable. Tony Soprano from True Stoner Circle. Go Big Red from Chadwick Farms. Oh man, I don't know. Gaia Nari from Delaster. We got Tell to Be Told from Hazy Hills Big Vic. And Alejo from Lack Stables. And there's Expendable again. Did Expendable win last night? I know we watched Expendable race. Yeah, he definitely did. 2 races and 2 wins. Expendable undefeated going up in this race with 2 stars on right, 2 stars on dirt, and 1.5 stars on firm. And it is a good track. Expendable might be the horse to beat here. Undefeated, y'all. Gus says Hyperloop is the test effectiveness of FSD. FSD. Is that like the type of tracks that they're using? Wonder what FSD stands for. J Money's got his money on Zinzi, Gel, and
FSD.
Opito. FSD. Full surface driving. No. That probably has something to do with the way that they do those. You can go like hundreds of miles per hour with those trains. I'm sure he'll let us know. Base Lab says most of my horses tonight are new to me. Yeah, I got a lot of new horses myself. J Money says I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you saw what I was doing, J Money, by going through and making sure that I'm picking horses that are running in the correct conditions. And then of course you always want to see if they're carrying weight. That's a factor, but in this race none of them are carrying weight, so the class, the S tier, that's going to matter. And of course the stars matter too. And just in experience and time, over time, we're going to start to understand more and more about what matters more when it comes to the stars, the preferences, and the ranking, the tier of the horse. Of course, there's other factors that play as well. Which one of these horses are running in the distance that they run best at, and which ones are being tested out at different distances and are possibly running at distances that they're not good at. So, I mean, there's a lot of factors here. It's a lot of trial and error. You'll be learning as you go. Full self-driving. Oh, I hear you. Oh, so they're going to use that for like the Teslas? Because I heard, yeah, the self-driving Tesla's been killing people. Or no? Was that too? Did I go too far, Mo? You all right, Mo? Mo? Where'd you go, Mo?
hold on 1 second.
Oh, okay. I thought I went too far. But yeah, I've heard Teslas, people don't want to use the self-driving option anymore because it's been killing people, and people been suing Tesla because their self-driving car and self-drove them over a cliff.
Sorry, I was hanging out the window. um, yeah, hell no to self-driving cars. Now, if they're going to use self-driving cars like in the Hyperloop with the fast tunnels like that, that's okay. From what I saw, it was like a one-man pod. It wasn't like a car. But the
Okay.
actual self-driving cars where there's like no seats up front and there's like a meeting, like a table for like a business meeting in the middle of the car, and it's like there's a UFO. You ever see this thing? I forgot what
No,
company was like made the prototype.
I've not
I was like,
seen
there's
that.
no shot I'm ever getting in that fucking machine. Sorry, that machine. We're gonna have like nobody driving. I'm just having like a board meeting with like
Yeah.
a 5-person table. Hell no.
I'd be nervous the whole entire time. I won't be able to concentrate. Shout out to Brandy Savage is in the chat. What's up, Brandy Savage? It is not a sponsored stream, but we do have NFTs that you can buy if you want to help support the stream. Good luck, everybody, if you're in the race. Here we go.
All right. Sorry, chat. I dropped it.
That's fun. That's my first one ever. Which is crazy, because I drop F-bombs every other word here in my daily life. All right. 12 horse field. There in the gate. And they're off in the Scrapple allowance. And it's Eek, a mouse, out to the lead here early on in front of Pito and Omi Billionaire. And it's Anastasia BP3 runs along in fourth, followed by Gail and Arthur. And Tony Soprano run along in sixth here early on as they make their way into the clubhouse turn in this 12 furlong right turning affair on the dirt. And it's Barbarian now who wants a piece of the lead. Make it Opito out of the Barbarian Farms, as Opito now has challenges on the inside. Zika Mouse and Omi Billionaire, want to go take a piece of this lead, and now they're going to duke it out. And just like they did on the marketplace, it's Ika Mouse owner and Ika Mouse and Omi Billionaire, Omi Billionaire sniped at a low fee, still looking for the culprit, but it's Omi Billionaire. Just looking for things to talk about, chat, as they pass the wire here. It's a 12 furlong race, don't forget. But it's Omi Billionaire now is overtaken by Gail and Arthur, and Ika Mouse challenges to reclaim second over a fading Omi Billionaire. And just like that, it's Alejo starts to advance from the back of the pack along with Expendable, who starts to advance here and moves up into fifth, with Omi Billionaire looking for a second wind, and back into fourth. But it's Gail and Arthur. Gail and Arthur is starting to get away from the crowd here as Gail and Arthur opens up by 3/4 in the books, 1 minute and 14 seconds. On our way to the backstretch. Normally we'd have a backstretch break here, but I'm out of voices. So it's Gail and Arthur is what you're going to get. It's Gail and Arthur now with even money almost. It's continuing to show the way. But Alejo has had enough as Alejo comes up on the outside to challenge here. And the new leader is Alejo. Alejo shows the way by 2, but Ika Mouse isn't done yet either, as Ika Mouse and Gail and Arthur here are trying to keep track of the leader. But it's Alejo now starts to get away and open up by 2 as they make their way into the far turn. It's a 3-horse race. Alejo, Ika Mouse down at the rail, and Gail and Arthur trying to split them. But Gail and Arthur looks to be fading here, not their best effort, as Omi Billionaire's down the rail trying to press the issue. And Alejo continues here. Now it's down to the top of the stretch. Alejo and Ika Mouse. Gail and Arthur with one more shot, but Ika Mouse reclaims the lead as Ika Mouse heads into the final 100 meters. It's Ika Mouse on the inside, Gail and Arthur on the outside. Alejo with one more run from Tony Soprano, but not today. It's going to be Ika Mouse bringing home the win over Gail and Arthur and Tony Soprano.
Shout out to Ika Mouse. That's a chat winner. That's my horse. Let's go. It's my S
Nice.
horse. 12 furlongs. I didn't know that she'd be running all right on 12 furlongs. Might have to run her at that
Did I
distance
tell you that
a
last
little
week
bit
or
more.
yesterday on stream? One of those. I could have sworn I told you that recently.
What's that?
I told you you gotta run it long.
No, I don't remember you saying that.
I'll have to go back and look. We were looking at one of your horses, and I just one. I was like, "Yeah, it's a marathon horse, and you run them like 7 or something."
Oh, I need to start paying attention to Mo's advice more often. His name is Mo Knows for a reason. Thank you, chat. Appreciate y'all. Got the win today with Ika Mouse. We got a couple more races tonight. 2 more races. We got the Blue Ridge Restricted Stakes. I'm in that one. And then we got that Grade 1 race at the end of the night. Thank you, True Stoner. Thank you, chat. Jeff was not happy about it because my horse was apparently blocking off his horse. Sorry about that. Eek likes to get in the front and stay in the front. Stole my only win. I'm sorry, Jeff. I do apologize. Was that your horse that got second place? Let me go back and check. If so, then you did all right. If you got second place in that race, that's a good finish. We got 5 minutes, about 4.5 minutes before the next race. Let's see. Which one was your horse? Which one came in second? Oh, that was
Was that Gale horse?
Yellow Star. Yeah, that was a pretty decent horse. Yeah, and
That
almost
horse was, man. That horse was going, stopping, going, stopping, going. Like that's. And I kind of wanted to talk to Ian about that last night, and we didn't.
yeah,
But
that
it's
is
my
kind of
only
strange.
gripe with the game. Sometimes it's like you don't really see that in horse racing.
That's true, and I've heard you mention that before. That is kind of true. You don't see a lot of stop and going like that. Usually, a horse has one burst during a race.
Well, but sometimes you'll see like a horse that gets an early burst, but the jockey realizes that it's too early to let that horse get up front, right? So they'll kind of, they'll kind of grab the reins a little bit, they'll kind of check them down, and
Yeah,
just to, kind of, let's say the horse is running rank or whatever, right? They want to keep that horse in control, maybe dial him back in, usually sit him on the rail, and they don't mind if other horses go by,
hmm
because those horses go and they start racing themselves out, and then the horse makes their move, onto the far turn or something, right? Like
right.
we don't see a lot of that on this. Sometimes certain races, I guess, but I would like to see more. Again, maybe like a horse trait, and it's hard to do it now because you already have the tickets, but like another trait even where like the move of the horse, nothing you ever see, but the horse has like a genetic trait where it's like their move. You know, if they're a front runner, they're a front runner. If they're a
Right.
stalker, they're a stalker. If they're a closer, they're a closer. Like we don't really have that right now.
Yeah, that's true. I would agree with that. There are certain horses that just like to run a certain way. You got your pace setters, you got your closers. That is a good point. You don't see that very often, but you definitely see a lot more variance and a lot better racing visually than we did in Beta 1, version
That
1.
is true.
And if you
That
guys
is
go
true.
back and look at our live streams, because we were live streaming during version 1 beta, you'll see a big difference in the races. They look a lot better now. Jeff says every time his horse stops, he breaks a leg. La Potato. Okay, so now we finally found out the mystery. La Potato is Omi Stables. I was wondering who Omi Stables was. I should have put that together. He's the horse. He's the stable with all his horses are named with something to do with potatoes. This one's named Potatoes for Everyone, and that one's in the next race coming up in 2.5 minutes. The Blue Ridge Restricted Stakes. Brandy Savage says, "What's the name of the race? I want to go in." You got to go into Photo Finish Live. The website right now is called beta.photofinish.live, if that's what you're asking. Beta.photofinish.live.
Not live,
And
yeah.
yeah. And we're about to do the Blue Ridge Restricted Stakes. And after that, we're going to have a grade 1 race that we're going to call. All right, let's check out the horses that are in this race. You got Orlando here from Golden Stables. Base Labs horses in this one. That's the one I bet on. Nasdam Lateral. You got Beach Haven from Big Time Stable. Shout out to Big A. We got Potatoes from everyone. There's La Potatoes horse right there. We got Christopher racing in this one. Alejandro. We got Kaiso from OEB Racing. Claro from Space. Shout out to Ben Space. You got Hyperloop from Elon's stable. Olaf Block from Sand Hill Stables. Emmett Street, not Smith, from my stable. Sleeper Joe from JOC. Shout out to JOC. And then So Tucky Brad from Mac Wacky Racers. Should have bet on Sleepy Joe. Brandy Savage says, I'm too late.
Sleepy
Oh, yeah.
Joe.
Sleepy poor.
Sleepy Joe.
That's the guest we need on the backstretch one day. That should be interesting. Yeah, a lot
I
of
try
people
not to do voices that'll trigger people. And by the way, I'd also like to apologize to any Cubans last night when I tried to do Tony Montana. I know my buddy told me this yesterday after the stream. Certain voices, just because I cut the EQ for like the announcer voice,
right.
certain voices, I guess, don't come through over the mic as well as he said they do in real life. So I have to be careful, I guess, or test them.
A lot of them usually
But
do. Most of them sound great. Tony Soprano did not come through, I'll be honest, because I'm a big Tony Soprano fan, and I didn't
no, Tony
recognize it.
Montana. It was Tony Montana
Same,
from
whatever.
Scarface.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like, yeah, it's like it didn't pick up. And I went back and listened to it. It didn't pick up like the tone that I normally carry with the voice, So
Right. Yep.
that was a bad one. So I apologize.
No problem. Randy Savage, don't worry about getting into the race tonight. Just spend the week practicing a little bit. Spend the week checking out the marketplace, trying to get some snipes, getting you some good horses. And then we'll be back live again Friday and Saturday night next weekend. 2 hours each night. So you got plenty of time to get in here and race with us and have Mo call your horse's race. All right, guys, it's almost race time. We got about 17 seconds before this one begins. We're going to be on a sloppy track again for this one. Looks like it's been racing here in the metaverse. Good luck if you're in it. It's game time.
Felt the rain.
Alrighty. Getting ready to wind down here. And I am apparently losing my mind, but it's post time. Look at them puddles. And they're off. Here in the Blue Ridge Restricted Stakes. And it's Knowz on lateral just like that, who heads out to lead alongside Hyperloop. And it's Sleeper Joe got along in third, followed by Emma Street in fourth. And it's Soul Tucky Bride on the extreme outside, with Keisel runs along in sixth, jockeying for position. Only about 7 lengths off the leader, though, as they make their way into the clubhouse turn. In this 9 furlong right turning affair on the dirt, it's sloppy. We know how you degenerates like 'em sloppy. But it's Hyperloop who's loving it as well, and now kicks clear from the competition by 5. Make it 6 at 26-1. Running this one for fun, but stay tuned, see what happens as Hyperloop continues to show the way here. And on the extreme outside, that's Soul Tucky Bride, and right on cue, Hyperloop taps on the brakes and lets Emmitt Smith and Soul Tucky Bride go right on by. New leader is now Soul Tucky Bride, and Soul Tucky Bride ahead by 2, with Olaf Blotch running along down at the rail. And it's Hyperloop who's looking for another burst, but Keisel has things to say otherwise, as Keisel is your new third place runner and rounding out the top trio. Potatoes for everyone, as I am starving, haven't eaten all day. Potatoes for everyone now moves up into second, challenging Soul Tucky Bride here into the far turn. Opening 3 quarters is in the books, 1 minute and 14 seconds. And it's Soul Tucky Bride and Potatoes for everyone, duking it out here with Keisel looking for room. And then down on the rail, it's Hyperloop in fourth, with Knowz lateral from the back of the pack at 2-1. We got to make up some room here, though, as Knowz lateral is advancing, with Keisel now taking the lead down the center of the track. And it's Keisel head by 2. Hyperloop one more time down at the rail. It's Hyperloop and Keisel. Keisel and Hyperloop. Who's it going to be? Pick a coin, any coin. It's going to be Hyperloop. Oh boy, Hyperloop taking this one over Keisel and Knowz lateral.
Shout out to Elon Stables, gets the win there with Hyperloop. That Elon Stables seems to have some really good horses. Every time we watch them race, they're usually at the front of the pack. And then OEB Racing gets second place there with Keisel. And Potatoes for everyone, looking pretty good there. Not looking bad at all. Maybe
not a strong showing for Sleepy Joe.
Of course not. It's going to hurt him in the polls for sure. All right, we got the one more race tonight, y'all, and it's going off in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And it's a major race. It's a grade 1 race. It's the grade 1 race we always watch at the end of Saturday night at the races. The Dr. Sturdy Stakes. BD Hinder says he bet on Hyperloop. Let's go. Yeah, that was a photo finish. A photo finish here on Photo Finish Live. Let me check out my wagers for tonight. See how we did on our betting. All right, let's go all the way down here where we started off. I think awkward eye contact, we might have bet on that tonight too. We placed a lot of bets tonight, a lot of wagers.
A lot of wagers, a lot of wins, a lot of losses. How we looking?
Let's see. So we start off here at awkward eye contact. We lost on awkward eye contact. Let's see. We put 500 on double vault across the board. He came in second. So I got 2 of my 500s back, but I lost 500. We lost on hits from the bong and Patrick Tucci. No, we didn't lose on Patrick Tucci. He got second, so I got 2 of my bets back. We got a win on Rainbow Ray, $330, or not bucks, but you know what it is. It's Derby. And then Eka Mouse, that was the big winner for the night. Eka Mouse got me $1,400 profit, about $1,500 profit on my bet there. Doesn't quite make up for all my losses for the day, so I'm probably in the red. Is that what they call it? I'm in the red for my bets today. Not the greatest day of betting. All right, next race is getting ready to start. This is the blue. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. This is the Dr. Sturdy Stakes, the grade 1 race. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
All righty. Clear night, finally, for the nightcap here on Saturday night at the races. Appreciate you guys hanging out as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, maybe even check me out. Checking you out, checking me out. But they're off here in the Dr. Sturdy Stakes. And just like that, it's Waterloo Sunset who takes the early lead alongside Caravan. And back for third, down on the rail, that's Mystery Soul with Meadows Groupie right on the outside hip. And back for fifth, that's Victorious Elf, and Maccabi Flamo rounds out the top 6 here early on as they make their way into the first and only turn in this 5 furlong right turning affair on the turf. track is soft, and racing's been good. And now it's Waterloo Sunset. Waterloo Sunset wants to take his shared lead and goes right on by Caravan. And Caravan now is starting to fade. Back for third, that's Meadows Groupie is trying to hit the top of the turn as they shake him up and head for home. It's now Waterloo Sunset. It's their race to lose. Waterloo Sunset by 2. Victorious Elf down the center of the track. Waterloo Sunset, 1,000 meters to go, but it's going to be Victorious Elf with a blast from the back, and Victorious Elf with a great showing here in the final 1,000 meters. Takes it home over Waterloo Sunset and Meadows Groupie in the nightcap.
Shout out to Big Brain Stables, gets the big victory in the Grade 1 race with a nice little push at the end of that race to pull that horse into first place. And
That was a hell of a run.
The Dr. Sturdy Stakes. That was a good race. That was a good finish too. All right, guys, that's the end of Saturday night at the races. We appreciate you guys hanging out and racing with us. As we've mentioned before, we do this every Friday and Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be back again next week for a couple more nights at races. Appreciate you, Mo. Great job with the calling, as always. Thanks for hanging out with me and racing with me, and I hope you have a good week, bro.
Yeah, you too, brother. Are they going to be doing the, what, you be doing the drop on Monday?
We got a drop on Monday, pretty big drop.
You going for it? 5th. Yeah, because I'm all about that. Was it $30, right? Only one model?
This could be the lowest edition size of the Infinity Stones, so it should be, it should go above retail, I think.
Is it the lowest out of all of them?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Awesome. All right, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. We will see y'all next week.
Maybe not chat.
Photo Finish Live. Later, guys.
Peace.